Stream?
Stream.
Stream?
Sure? For sure?
Yes, I can see it turning on in the background.
Yep, you are indeed. We are indeed
Oh
live.
god.
Emergency!
This is an
I'm
emergency stream.
I'm gonna shut.
Ooh.
Alright, here we go.
Please head back inside and turn on Twitch. Okay, so in the same vein of the conversation you guys were just having, who is doing the recap? Maximum, you're going to try and do
I don't
an
mind.
assisted
I don't mind
recap
giving it
attempt?
a go, but yeah, maybe.
I'll have a full recap if you want me to do it. I
Okay,
don't
well
mind.
let's hear Max's attempt.
Okay,
You can
right. Well,
you can bolster it.
So we were in the was it a town? We were in a village.
Yeah, it's more of a village.
Yeah, so we were invited to dinner by the mayor, and we went over to the Come On Inn, which is a great name, by the way.
Oh, that reminds me, I need all of my D&D things.
Yeah. So we went over to obviously we were invited for dinner. We went over to the inn. Come On Inn.
Lovely dinner, by the way.
Yeah, just to get ourselves prepared and to rest up before we went over there. Leo approached. Was it? Hang on a minute. I think. Leo was approached by a seedy-looking man who warned him about the mayor, and that she wasn't what she seemed. Obviously, once we, and this is word for word, Leo is a dick. He took one of the only two rooms available.
Yep.
In the and we were conspiring in ways that we could get back at him.
I like how you say this is word for word, as though that absolves you of guilt. Like, this is factual information, still your opinion.
Word for word, I wrote, Leo is a dick.
This is exactly what I called him at the time, and therefore I am absolved of guilt.
Yeah. And after which we went over to the mayor's for dinner. I think her name was Argaria. Is that right?
The mayor's called Agaria. The daughter is called Malika.
Hang on a minute. The bot is mad loud. Hang on.
Sorry, I don't have it crazy loud.
No, it's not you. It's not
I
you.
will turn it down. I can't turn it down. It's 1% for me.
It's 3 for me.
Get to 1.
1. There we go.
It's 3 times quieter than what you had it on.
Okay.
It's not, but you know.
Cool. So you said something. What was that about? Argaria.
Agaria is the mayor. Malika.
Yeah. So
is
Malika
her
was the daughter. We went over to the house. We were greeted by Malika and the daughter, and met Agaria, who's the mayor, who didn't seem quite as she seemed, obviously, based on the warning that Leo received. The daughter wanted us to kill her after we were going back and forth between the kitchen. And apparently, what was it? She's apparently a shapeshifter. And the mayor wrote a note. Leo was sneaking around. Do you remember that note? Do you remember that note?
I love him!
Oh yeah.
That note, yeah. Right. So, Leo was sneaking around to kind of find some information or find out more about the mayor in the house. In the meantime, we were all trying to entertain and keep the mayor happy in the dining area. The mayor then went into the kitchen. I think I might have skipped the fact that she was warned or spoken to by Malika about Mayor. Went into the kitchen, wrote a note, and there was a lot of fumbling around with that note, and apparently something about her being in love with with Leah or something like that, some secret.
It's a love note! It's a love note!
It was a love note. And yeah, so after which we go back to the inn. Leo goes back to the mayor's manor and sticks around to investigate further. That is all I got up to.
Livia, would you like to add anything?
You forgot that the mayor got wasted.
Oh yes, the mayor got absolutely wasted.
She got purple girl
When
wasted.
we leave, she explains to us that the daughter approached her and warned her of the mother because I had no clue what was going on and thought they were genuinely writing weird sex notes to each other. And she basically wants us to get rid of her. I found the whole situation suspicious and want further evidence and information about the old woman before we go and slaughter her. We sleep at the inn. Leo went back to town hall to investigate and finds the daughter. She wants him to leave and says her mother can hear things if she chooses. The next morning, we speak to some people around town, but no one's willing to talk. We then go to the town hall and help Lael sneak into the house through a window on the floor's floor. Tensions are high between Vice and Lael, lots of distrust and anger. Where Lael is, no one knows.
Where Lael stops, nobody knows. Okay.
That's it.
So,
All right.
yeah, specifically some things have happened. Let's check the opening part of this session plan that I was provided when I wrote it. So yeah, you guys also spent some time questioning the villagers and trying to find out more and more about Agaria and potentially a little bit more about Malika, but ended up going to the town hall yourself before anything massively came of that. You weren't able to get into the town hall as there weren't any obvious windows on the ground floor, but you did see a window that seemed to coincide with one of the bedrooms that Lael had scouted out before. So like you said, Livia, you gave him a leg up and he climbed in through the window, leaving you all at the main double doors that head into the town hall.
But they were locked. Didn't they have
were
a
locked
bar
out.
on them?
Yeah,
or
they
something?
seemed to be barred in some fashion, so you were unable to simply push them open. Lael headed inside, and rather than recover the rest of his group, he decided to do some solo-style scouting. He found... I can't remember exactly what happened, but I think he just found the trapdoor that led into some sort of cellar room. It's not a trapdoor, it's a cellar door. We were very clear about that. And
Yes, that's true.
the carpet had been moved aside. He opened the cellar door. He threw... What did you throw down? A bolt?
It was a arrowhead.
Arrowhead,
Remember?
yes, because despite the
Wow.
fact that I permanently think you have a crossbow, you have a short bow.
Ew.
So you need, if Lael dies for whatever happens and you make a new character, make sure they have a crossbow so that just as I start switching over to say short bow, I have to switch back. Don't even use it, just have it. So you threw an arrow down. You need to roll stealth, Max, if you're going to try and stealthily eat pizza.
You can see me. Oh shit. Oh.
That one. That one on a D30. You
No,
threw
don't
the
be
arrowhead
I'm
down
shy.
and made it made a sound. There was a reverberation into some sort of cellar room, and you believe you heard some sort of sound down there, shuffling and whatnot, before you turned to try and go and join the group. Unfortunately, as you turned, the effects of some sort of spell took place, and you fell to the ground. So, what I need Vice, Livia, and Nemea to do is all roll perception for me, please. On a standard-sided dice. None of these, none of these improbable dice that you guys are rolling on.
To say perception.
Perception.
10!
Please. Yes.
11,
11. Good.
12,
I've got to
13.
scroll.
4 million! Yeah?
Good.
No.
7.
7.
Good. Good. Good.
Best.
Good.
Ah.
Everything goes my way so far. So, about a minute and a half, possibly pushing 2 have passed. Not a crazy amount of time, and you guys, although you sort of hush for a moment and kind of look around, see if you can see anything else. Occasionally people looking, or occasionally one of you is looking for people passing by, but nobody happens to pass by. It's very early in the morning, but it is daybreak, so the sun is in the sky, pretty much. It's bright enough that you would all be seen easily enough, and you were very careful when you let Lael into the upper floor. Unfortunately, no sound was heard at this point, and as far as you guys are aware, Lael's doing a good job. Lael, I think I'm going to need to pull you into the Whispers room.
Okay.
So, Lucy, you're going to need to close your ears in some fashion.
Don't make me a coffee and buy me chocolate. What are you laughing at, Max?
I'll
Nothing,
go listen
I
to
hope.
the thing.
I don't know what you want to do, Lucy, if
Your
you leave the
ludicrous
room or something.
request.
What's going on?
Okay, cool. So, BRB, you guys. Yeah, we have the music. Fuck them having the music. So, this is where I get heavily distracted from Max and Sevi on webcam to the side. It's too many screens. I can see everything at once. So, you fell to the ground. It made a relatively loud thud that you didn't massively feel as your consciousness left you. Unfortunately, unbeknown to you, it doesn't sound as though the rest of your group have heard this loud thud. Not that you would know, but bit of information nonetheless. As you fall to the ground and entirely fall asleep, time passes, you are simply rested at this point. Obviously there's the danger there, but you're not in a conscious state to really be taking that in. You certainly don't sleep long enough to enter any sort of REM. You don't dream. And what you do awake to is, after a few minutes, a elderly woman standing over you, loaming in. I'm going to put the music in their room because it's really not relevant to this kind of situation. A elderly woman standing over you, leaning over you as you're on the ground, her hand outreached towards your chest. Next to her is a younger woman, similarly standing in a position mirroring the woman to her side, with her hand reaching towards your chest. You awake sharply and see both of them, one grinning, the elderly woman grinning, and the other one with a seemingly disappointed look on her face. Quickly, as you awake, you have a sharp pain in your chest. It seems to be across your entire sort of midsection, you know, from the top of your chest to the bottom of your stomach. You can feel pain, and it seems as though it's wide enough to not simply be a single blow. Bear with me. As you awake to this and suffer an amount of damage that I'm about to roll for you, this pain overwhelms you, their expressions change, and what was once a elderly grinning woman that seemed to be happy in something she'd accomplished is almost a moment of shock, as you don't simply succumb to the damage but are sort of brought out of your slumber and are awake for a moment. So first things first. Oh god, that's opened much bigger than I would have liked it to. And I also can't move it to my left screen because then it will go over the webcams. Let's put this over here. Okay, so a couple things to consider. They're both crits because you're unconscious. So you have 32 hit points, right?
I think it's 31.
31, okay.
Yeah.
So you take 16 damage.
Eesh.
Followed by 13 more damage.
And 29.
29, okay. As you awake and suffer this damage, you can see now. Roll Constitution for me, please. Just a con save.
Con save, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, not terrible. You can see a thin, long blade, though you're uncertain of the full length, given that part of it is in your chest, held by the younger woman that clearly seems to be Malika. You can then see a wider bladed dagger, also in roughly the same position in your chest, sort of separated by a few inches wide. Seems as though they were both going for the heart, held by Agaria. And as they stand over you and deal this damage, that is their turn over. You are still conscious, this wakes you entirely from your slumber, and it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Can I, just get a grasp of the area around me?
Sure, roll investigation at disadvantage.
Okay. I think it's
and also roll history.
And history as well.
Yeah.
I'll do the history roll first, and
okay.
then I'll do the investigation roll. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's +2 for that. Right. Actually, no, I'll do the investigation rolls first.
Okay, so 14 for investigation, and on the history? Okay, so in this moment of being woken so abruptly into such an extreme amount of pain, your memory is shot. You are currently entirely in the moment. There's nothing coming through that really reminds you of what you were doing before this point. You struggle at the motion as the daggers are withdrawn and there's a spurt of blood as you begin bleeding out quite heavily. Excuse me, I'm drinking whiskey. and you frantically kind of look about the room and you realize you're in the kitchen, not too far from the cellar door, basically just next to it with the carpet shoved aside. Both of these women standing over you, both shocked, and again, one of them seemingly happy in what's happening, the other one somewhat disappointed from what you can tell. You're prone, so if you did want to stand, it's going to be half your movement, but they're also over the top of you, so it's probably going to be more than half your movement and a bit difficult to do.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
What I'm immediately going to do is I'm going to split my shadow.
Okay, cool.
And once it's there, I believe.
So I don't have a map for the room, unfortunately, but you're in the small kitchen off of the main hall. So it's not a huge room. You can't.
Is it work the same as like combat with like actions, bonus actions,
Yes.
and such?
Yeah. Consider yourself in combat. We've just skipped initiative for the sake of you being surprised.
Yep. Well, that's fair enough. Because the shadow is bonus action.
Okay. You totally have your bonus action.
Yeah. I'm gonna separate it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use it to run straight up the stairs.
Okay.
Towards the window.
Can you choose where it incorporates, like where it begins, where it incorporates, I suppose?
It just says separate the shadow, so I imagine it would be like just behind
your shadow.
Yeah,
which is going to be kind of blurred out. Yeah, a little bit behind you. Probably. My point is that it's probably within range to take a attack of opportunity.
True that.
Bear with me 1 second, and I will look it up because I
Please
have your shit. I have all your shit. I am God here. I have your shit. Right. Separate your shadow from your body, creating a shadow. This shadow will be three-dimensional. Blah blah blah. You separate your shadow and then move it up to your speed. But I believe it has 1 health and it has your AC, which means yeah. Okay, one of them is going to make an attack opportunity. What's your AC? 14.
It's 15.
Oh, it's 15.
Oh wait, 14 because the armor. Yeah.
Your armor's still busted. You fixed your sword, but not your armor. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just check what they add. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that is a hit.
Fuck.
And he doesn't have any health, right? One hit down.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, not wasted if you consider one of them doesn't have an attack of opportunity anymore. It's 6 slashing damage. So you split your shadow. Immediately, it begins to form behind you, standing, and it turns and bolts for the stairs. Malika slashes out at it quickly. Sorry, it's gonna have to be Agaria because I used Agaria's plus to hit. So Agaria slashes out at it with the same wide bladed dagger, and it is dispersed into nothingness. It's still your turn. What else would you like to do?
Well, I have movement, so
You do?
I'm assuming the looking around the room would have been my action, wouldn't it?
No, I'll let you have that as a free action. We're doing this a little bit loose, so I'm happy for you to still spend an action.
Well, what I'm gonna do is no, I don't really have too much insanity stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Oh shit.
yeet myself up off of the ground.
Uh-huh.
And attempt to make a
it?
run.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be high enough as well. Yep. It's a lower plus, but it's a plus that still meets 15, 16. This, to be honest, this is how I saw this going down, but 7 damage. So, roll for me a flat intelligence check.
Oh, that's fine. That's just a straight up D20. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then that's going to be what happens. So be it. I'm going to stick you back into the main room. Feel free to get our Miss Nemea back, and we'll go in there now.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello.
Lucy?
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Bear
Give me
with
2
me.
sec.
Cool. Yeah. So we'll wait for
can-
Nemea to return, and we'll come back
Okay.
to you.
Where is she?
I think she just stepped away whilst we did whispers because they
She
use
is
the
back
phone, don't
now.
they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We were talking
Bear,
EGX.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Talking EGX stuff.
Cool. So, Livia, Vice, and Nemea.
Yes.
3 or 4 minutes. No, that doesn't work time-wise. Hang on, bear with me. A couple more minutes have passed. Yeah, actually, no, it's fine. 3 or 4 minutes have passed following the. I'm measuring some things here. Some shit's happening, and I don't want to screw anyone over. So give me a second. A couple more minutes have passed. 3 or 4 minutes have passed, and there has been no more sound at all. Everyone, roll another perception check for me.
20.
20. Okay, good.
Damn.
15.
Cool. So as the 3 of you continue to hear nothing, I will let you draw your own conclusions as to how quickly you would expect somebody to go into a top floor window and make it back to the front door, if that's what you were assuming they were doing. Nemea, you think you hear the sound of just something clattering, as if you'd like knocked a pot or something like that. You were in the kitchen and you knocked something. That's it. From somewhere inside.
Who hears that? She just hears that. We don't know that.
Nemea hears that very lightly.
Interesting.
I think I hear something. I don't know.
What do you mean you hear something? Like what something?
I mean, it could be the wind.
So you don't hear anything. You hear the wind?
No,
What, from
no,
inside?
there's a clatter inside, but
A clatter? You said wind.
yeah,
is
but like if the wind is whacking a pot, it's very, very lightly.
You think the wind is whacking a pot in the house?
Maybe I can hear something. Okay, lightly.
So you think
It's perfect.
windy?
Why are you being so
Okay,
difficult about it, Olivia?
one minute. One minute, I need him. Okay, just...
Where's your bright light?
Okay.
Where's your bright light to shine in her face? Like, yeah, like,
Who do you work for? What did you hear?
Did you hear her? There's the wind knocked a pot! Like, what is
Yeah,
that?
the wind, you
I think
know,
she described
Okay,
it very
okay.
well.
I'm not smart.
It's not about smart. Okay, right. Do you think do you think something's wrong? Do we need to go in?
Yes, I think so.
You think something's wrong. So initially you thought it was windy. Now you think something's wrong.
Well, it's suspicious.
What wind? Wind's suspicious.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you've worried me. I
Alright,
thought
you know what?
get
You
in.
know what?
Guys,
Nemea,
kick
you
the
know,
door down.
Nemea, I agree with whatever you're saying.
What? The wind is dangerous.
I agree that there's something wrong with the wind. Yeah. All right.
Hmm.
And we need to get in there.
Interesting.
All right.
The fact that
You
more
said- you
time
said
has
something,
passed
you
by
said
this
something.
point than you would. You have this conversation for another couple minutes. There's still no knock at the door. At some point, the looming obviousness of Lael has not opened the door begins to set in, regardless of whether or not you hear clankering
So
inside. or
can
not.
we open the door ever so slightly, but then it won't go any further because
So
because,
it's barred in a very
the thing in it.
it's barred in a very medieval style way. There is simply a plank of wood between 2 metal holders on the other side, and as you push
But
the door,
is there a gap?
yes, there is a small gap
Okay.
between the doors. You can see the wood barring the door, and you can, at a pinch, just about see through into a sort of foyer that gives way to the main hall.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna try and whisper through the gap. Leia!
Okay, you do so. You don't hear anything back.
Leia!
The same thing happens.
Okay, I'm gonna do it once.
Okay. I think we need to. Oh,
The same thing.
gosh.
Guys, he's not answering.
He's probably run off looking for treasure again. He has a habit of that. So
Well, well, do we have to get in? Who's
Yeah,
gonna go through the window?
well,
Can anyone else get through?
I mean, try and get up. I mean, yeah.
What? You want
I-
me to lift you?
No, you don't have to lift me. I can.
You are chubby, remember?
How high? How?
That took him a minute.
How my
You're cutting in and out a bit, but it's a first floor or second floor if you're English window. So it's about 13, 14 feet up to the base of the window. Maybe about 10 feet to the base of the yeah. No, but it's about 13 feet up, and it's maybe about 10 feet up to the base of the floor.
Okay, well, I mean,
Do you
Livia,
think there's a way we can open the door?
Livia, you've got. I don't know if there's a way to open. I've.
What would the thief do?
What would the thief do? Well, I think that they would have a pick lock, but that wouldn't really matter here, would it?
We need to open the. It's got thing.
I'm the smallest. You can push me up and through if you want.
Oh, through the window. I was like, you are not going to fit between these doors.
Spookify me.
I mean, I'm down for either way. I'm happy to go up there. You know, whatever. I don't really mind either one.
What are you guys doing?
Or all three of us could try and push the door open.
It's barred with a giant piece of wood. What are we gonna do?
Okay.
You can
I think
if you want to look specifically at the wood barring the door, I'll allow that if you want to roll for that.
Sure.
Okay. Roll perception. Or, sorry, roll investigation.
That is a different roll.
It is a different roll. It's also the correct roll.
Guys, wait. I have a different idea.
Well, keep speaking. I'm gonna check the door.
You roll it anyway.
I can
9.
teleport.
What?
What?
Don't you remember? I have my teleport spell that I use in the most ridiculous situations, like going up that waterfall instead of climbing it.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
You
I
can teleport, and we
inside,
pushed him through a
please?
window.
Okay, you know what? Let's
You
not.
teleport through the door.
Yeah,
Can I teleport
And
in,
open it.
please?
Namea, do your thing. Do your thing.
I assume you mean Misty Step, yes?
Yes.
Okay, let me check the rules
It's
on
like
Misty
40
Step.
feet or something.
I think it's 30 feet, but I think you might need to see...
But there's a crack in the door. Which
Yes,
means
I know, but it does also mean that you're going to need to make a investigation check first.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, I gotta roll good.
You don't need to roll
Okay,
that
can I
good, to
cast
be honest.
guidance?
Probably anything better than that would have been okay. So you see through the crack,
dark.
but you're kind of yeah, you are weirdly dark. I don't know why. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
It brightened up a
There
little
you
bit.
go. Oh,
So Nemea, as you look through, you spend a good long time trying to see the room that Livia described, and you just don't understand because all you see is wood. And after like 4 or 5 more minutes, you realise that you're so close to the door and looking at such a close proximity that you're basically staring at the barred piece of wood on the other side of the door, and that's why you're not really able to see past it. You can kind of see through
Are
your
you
peripheral a little
kidding
bit
me?
over and below it that there is room past there, and you can certainly try to Misty Step. I'm probably going to make you roll Arcana to see how well that goes. Just on your perception roll being in that one. But if you want to, it's open to you, and it wouldn't be a
I'll
difficult
do
roll.
it.
Okay, cool. Roll
I'll
Arcana. I'm going to get another
come
drink.
on, Namea. There's no way you can roll another. Come on.
What's my Arcana again?
I love how you're like cursing her as she's about to. You couldn't possibly roll a.
Oh, I'm gonna Steve. I've got to start writing notes earlier.
Oh yeah, crap. Yeah, I've not written any notes.
Right,
Sorry.
so
What was your Arcana roll? I'm in the kitchen.
Nemea is
15.
thinks there is suspicious wind through the door.
Suspicious wind. Sorry, I farted, guys.
It was a death fart.
Start rolling death farts.
I still don't know the Arcana roll.
15.
15.
It was getting talked over. So you attempt to Misty Step, looking at the door, trying to see beyond the crack, and in a moment, Vice and Livia, you see Nemea just entirely. Her form disintegrates into
You
nothingness.
cut out.
Oh, sorry. In a moment, Nemea's form disintegrates into nothingness, and Nemea, you find yourself looking out into the main hall. Hey, I can put you on the map. Wait a sec.
What?
Because remember we had the map before.
Oh yeah, I'll need to change the map. Hang on.
I was like,
Um,
Oh
good.
shit! I
we're
didn't mean
all
to
at the
delete
table.
I'm not
Nemea's
there.
token. Oh good, Lael, let's go. Hey, it's
Yeah,
the
we're
night
just having a
before.
quick
So
meal.
what I've written is Nemea
Oh.
remembers she can disappear and reappear like some magician or something.
Like some
Yes.
sort of caster.
Like she
Um,
magic.
so Nemea, you
Magic?
find yourself in the main hall exactly where I've put you on the map. Behind you is the foyer, and then it's the doors. It's only like 5 to 10 feet of.
Foyer.
Yep, a foyer.
I,
It's a fancy hall.
Foyer.
Can I pull the bar off?
So you turn around to see that actually it's not the biggest bar of wood in the world. It's kind of like a bit of a 2x4, but a little bit longer, slightly thicker. I'll need you to make a strength roll, flat strength, just a d20 plus strength, to see if you can get it out of the. Thingy.
Bless you.
It's not great. You spend another 3 or 4 minutes as you kind of lift one side of the wood. You like jar it in the metal rung that holds the other side, and it gets a little bit kind of almost wedged in, and you have to kind of go to that side and knock it up a bit, and you eventually get it out. It kind of springs a little bit, and you manage to hold on to it and just put it on the ground. The doors are open, but it has been about 12-13 minutes at this point since Lael went through the window.
Okay.
Oh no.
Let me just Google how long it takes somebody to bleed to death.
Nice job. Nice job, Nemea. Quick, guys. Upstairs.
Nice
job,
well done.
bitch.
You are really well. Sorry, I was making breakfast.
Oh, I'm
Let's-
sorry, 5 minutes.
Don't make me when I'm eating.
You broke him. That's it. He's done.
Don't make me laugh in life-threatening situations. Okay, so
Seriously,
Vice
guys, we
and
need to look for
Olivia,
Lael.
you guys are in the main hall.
Woo! Main hall.
Lovely.
Zoom out a
Main
little
hall. Okay, well, I
Oh, now I
want to
can't
look around to see where there's a staircase, please.
A wise choice. Roll perception or investigation. Make it investigation. That's the one. That
Oh
makes the
Lord
sense.
Jesus, no!
Okay, so
Are you
you look
serious?
around. There is clearly no
two
proper staircase. However, it bears
It's freaking
mentioning.
RNG, man.
RNG.
What can I say?
RNG.
Yeah, random generator, random number generator means that it's up.
Oh dear lord.
RNGesus. You look around and you basically see nothing. In terms of like its staircases around the room, but the room is well lit, and you also remember this room from last night, and there was not a staircase here then, and there isn't a staircase here now. The one time we don't need a plethora of nat ones.
This is the one.
Okay, then we need to go through the doors. Door?
Yes, I mean,
Okay.
look,
Oh
just
no, what's happening with these dice rolls? It's
Making a lot of
making-
noise is all I'm thinking. Carry on.
Oh,
there
no.
is okay, so where's the staircase from here? I mean, I couldn't see it.
There's
clearly.
no staircase.
There is a staircase. It's through the kitchen. You all would have seen it when you went to the toilet at different times.
All right, cool. Onwards
Can we
to
do
the kitchen.
Can we go to the kitchen room here?
Yeah, sure.
Onwards.
So, Nemea, you open the door. Do you just simply open it and head on through?
Yes.
Okay, cool. The door opens happily, not locked in any fashion. You look around the kitchen. You see a large pot, empty, on the kind of cooking area to the side, and around all of these countertops. Directly opposite the doorway is a stairway, the same stairway that you saw previously that you understand leads up to the bedrooms. The three of you are able to enter there, but let's have some perception rolls from the three of you as you enter this new room. New in that it's new today, you've all been there before.
What
In
are we
terms
rolling,
of-
sorry?
Perception, please.
Perception.
In terms of quickly describing the room, the door that leads to the toilet is on your left. You've all been in there. It's a length of countertops to the right, which stops at the stairway, and then it's a length of countertops directly in front of you, which also ends early so that you can go up the stairway. And there is a large carpet in the centre of the room, which, Livia, you notice seems to be as though something was spilt on it in roughly the centre. But almost as if it was spilt underneath and is seeping through.
Oh god. What colour is it?
Red.
Um,
You can all see the stairway that you are so looking for.
I'm gonna point at what we can see and be like, guys, do you think that might be blood?
What?
Red.
Where?
It's red. Could
There.
be
The red patch!
that or wine.
Shit.
Oh, that's true. We are in the kitchen.
We are. Should we go
Why?
check?
Course.
Someone.
Okay, I'm gonna go to look at the rug. Did you say we can see the staircase?
Yeah, the staircase to the bedrooms, as far as you're aware, at least to the
upstairs.
bedrooms, is directly opposite you in the kitchen. Yes, the
Okay.
carpet is laid out in the center of the room. As you lean down, you're doing this as loud as it seems you are. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Livia, are you touching it?
Yes.
Are you sniffing it? Are you? I don't
I
know.
was going to touch it.
Okay, so you touch it and it's damp, but it doesn't come off on your fingers at all. You push down slightly and it feeds on through the carpet slightly more, and as you bring your hand away on your kind of index finger and middle finger, you have this red substance.
Okay.
Can I tell if it's blood? I feel like with my history, I've seen a fair share of
Or
blood.
medicine.
Okay.
Watch in that fucking one.
No, it's juice.
Don't jinx me! Plus,
Blood.
there we
Nothing.
go. Can I cast guidance myself or not?
It takes an action, but yeah, if you want to spend some time doing it.
No,
Wait,
we
let me-
can't
No,
wait.
don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. It's definitely blood.
Oh god, guys, it's blood.
Can I look up
I
the
will.
ceiling to see if it's coming from above?
Oh god.
Yeah, sure. You look up and the ceiling is squared off. It's a pretty square room. White walls, white ceiling. There's kind of grease
Okay.
stains up the side of the wall, browning where the fires and grease have melted off and dripped up. It's not a well-kept kitchen. It's not in any sort of disrepair or anything like that.
Can I pull the rug away from?
Yeah, sure. So you pull the rug away, and there's a loud kind of wafting sound as it sort of flops over, and you see the cellar door beneath it. You have to kind of get everyone to step back a bit, and there is a large pool of blood, and it's kind of like a circle shape with a corner missing, like a squarish corner missing, and that squarish corner is in line with the top left of the cellar door, almost as if the blood drips down.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh god.
Someone open it. I'm too scared.
Guys, yeah, I think we need to go in there. Like, do you think that? I mean, we haven't heard from Leia, or do you think he's down there?
Yes.
I mean, he could be. Yeah, it's the kind of thing he would do.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's go check it out.
Okay, so you guys open the cellar door. Who's opening it specifically?
Nice.
Me?
Yep.
I think
Somebody
I'm
says it worse. You're the man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Let me open it.
He's so not happy about it. He's like so sexy.
If you guys have any music suggestions, now's the time. They're always so orchestral.
Doom.
Doom
Oh,
is
no,
too
Doom.
much.
I've had a really long day. Don't do that to me.
I have since finished all of Doom, and whilst it is an awesome game, it's like in parts it's stressful, and that's not what I wanted.
Okay.
Somebody pick a Final Fantasy or any kind of game.
12.
Okay, 12.
There's like certain music that's in my mind, but I can't think.
This'll do.
Oh no!
Did you drop it on yourself?
Oh!
No, that's his reaction to opening the cellar door.
Sing.
Oh no, pizza!
It's a pizza cellar, you guys, but they've not been keeping it well at all.
It's just so not clean.
Look at all these moldy spices.
There's pizza everywhere.
No way.
Okay, so Vice, as you open the cellar door and the light from the kitchen beams on through downwards, permeating the darkness that was down there, I need you to roll perception for me, please.
10.
10, okay. So as you look straight on down, what you see is a slow stairway that gives way to a room that's kind of squarey and clearly in some sort of heavy use. There's a lot of things down there, barrels and the like. You can only really see straight down and into the bottom rightmost corner.
Potter.
The bottom rightmost
The
corner.
botter.
And what you see is a disfigured elderly woman holding a knife to a humanoid figure's throat. And as you pull open the cellar door and let the light shine on through, this creature pulls the knife quickly, slitting the throat of this person, and looks at you, and in a kind of creepy elderly voice just says, "You all took your time, and I need you all to roll initiative, except Lael.
What?
P.S. Lael,
Oh,
Lael, you have taken 2 death saves."
shit!
Oh my god.
Any kind of damage when you are...
What are we rolling? Initiative.
Initiative, please.
Initiative.
Any kind of damage from a
now
melee
you're gonna give me
attack
20?
when you are already at 0 hit points is automatically failing 2 death saves.
Oh god. 14.
Well,
Fuck.
And you guys made so much noise that they knew you were coming, so they had time to set that up.
I didn't try to.
Oh
Right,
my
let me-
god, like, so, oh my god, Leo. Seriously.
he's fucking having a great time. You're laughing about it. How dare you?
He's just down there like, yeah, you guys, this prank has totally worked.
This is my mom.
Why is
Nobody
Oh,
asked her
God.
last name.
154.
It's Agaria
Oh.
Galanadel. She's his mom. Right, so
Oh,
The ring was
Vice.
never stolen.
This bitch is gonna
Yeah.
die, man.
Nemea, you are not here yet. And for that purpose, you are there. You're not on the thing yet. Livia, you are here, and you are also not here yet. So for that purpose, you are also up there.
What do you mean I'm not here yet? I'm here.
Vice stepped in. You guys aren't on the
Yes.
map.
I should have come first.
Okay, cool.
Right, Lael, you are
really?
here. Generally in this corner. In front of you, not looking remotely like a human person anymore, is this person.
Oh.
What the fuck is wrong with that? Hang on.
Who's
It's a
about there. And then over here is this person.
Ooh, green genie.
It's a green genie.
So what?
Green genie, according to Sebi. Right, so let's set up
Green
the
genie.
the turn order. There we go.
This must
Right.
be her and daughter. Oh god.
Yeah, my perfect daughter. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so Nemea
yeah.
with the 20. Livia with the 14. That's the same as whatever you rolled last time. We rolled initiative. Vice with the 20. Vice rolled first, so he'll go first. Unless you guys, you know, if you want to change that order, I'm happy for you to change that order. Lael with the 0. Unable to roll. Okay, that's not crazy high. That's an 8 for you. And bit better. That is a 14 for you. So, Vice, it is your turn.
All right, cool. Well, I want to make my way over to the blue genie.
Okay,
Please.
cool. Yes, you can move yourself. Your the map should be correct in terms of distance and everything. Yep, it
I'm
is.
gonna go here. I'm gonna go
Okay,
here.
the only thing you can't do is step on those crates in the middle. They're too built up.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, let me just draw.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like this area. You can't step
Yeah.
on that.
Okay, cool.
Also, I should mention. No, I'll mention it when it comes up.
Cool.
Okay,
That'd
cool.
be good.
Hang on, let me do my health.
For all intents and purposes, this blue person is over in this standing point. I appreciate there's barrels there. She's actually like here, but there you go.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, if everyone can add their health, that'd be good. Lael, you included. It's currently at 0.
Okay, cool. Well, I want. Am I able to
And Nemea,
cast?
you're next.
Am I able to get some cast Cure Wounds on Leo at the moment?
Is it a touch spell?
Yes.
Yeah, you're within range.
All right, cool. Well, I want to do that. I want to give him some health.
Okay.
ASAP.
Cure the gaping wound on my neck.
And chest.
1 second. Sorry, I've lost the thing that makes me select. Where the hell is it? Okay, there it is.
You wanna know what Cure Wounds is?
No. Sorry, I've got that.
Okay.
So Cure Wounds, D8 plus 5.
Yeah, D8 plus 5, because your charisma is very high.
And that was shit.
Lael, you recover 8 hit points, and you no longer need to make death saves. It also resets your current saves, so you are at 0 out of 3 if you go down again. Is that your whole turn, Vice? Is that all you're doing?
Yeah, I'd like to give Lael,
Okay, cool.
please.
Am I like conscious now?
Yes.
You're up.
Okay.
Yep.
I want to just sort of like gasp for air.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
obviously
this
my-
life-
It's not your time to go.
You've come from the brink as you hear Vice shout, "It's not your time to go," and reaches out to you. This glowing light travels down his arm and into your chest where the wounds were, and the wounds on your chest close up. The one on your throat closes just about, and you sort of gasp immediately as you take in breath and struggle to breathe, and eventually your surroundings become apparent and you're in a darkly lit basement or cellar.
Fuck.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Is that your whole turn, Vice?
Yeah. It is. It is. Yeah.
Okay, 1 sec. Nemea, you are up, and Livia, you are next. Nemea? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
They were
sorry. that
muted.
was-
I wrote it in the Discord. No, the
Okay.
Discord.
Muted because of barking dogs. Oh, sorry. Yeah. What do you want to do on your turn?
It's good. They've stopped barking now. I was gonna enchant my staff with Shillelagh, and then go to attack the green
Shillelagh.
one.
Okay. I'm not sure you'd have seen her in this
Oh,
position.
okay.
Can
I
you
didn't-
make
I thought
a?
it-
No, it's fine. Just make a perception roll for me, please.
Okay.
She's off at an angle in a kind of darkness.
Ah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen
I
her.
haven't seen. Okay. I'll cast Shillelagh, and I can't get to the blue one.
Not
Probably.
massively, no. 5, 10. You could start to go round the boxes if you wanted to. If you think that would have made sense to do so, or would you have just moved forwards and got as close as you could?
Can I change, or is it too late to say
What-
that? Like,
What do you want to change
can't
to?
play. Like if I cast Blade Ward on myself instead.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
Okay. That just halves bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Let me find a
Gives me
symbol.
resistance.
We'll go with that.
Thank you.
Is that your whole turn?
Yeah, I just want to move. I'll move here.
Okay. Livia, you're up.
Okay.
Slide.
I'm gonna cast Bless
Okay. On who?
on them three.
Them 3. Okay, cool. You'll have to remind me what these things do as they come up.
They get to add a D4 to saving throws and attack rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, attack and saving throws can add a D4. And then as a bonus, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Lael. D4
Okay.
plus Wiz 5. D5 plus the spell and my level. The spell level. What is it? 2 plus spell level plus 3. So he take. Oh, fuck's sake. Would roll a 1, wouldn't I? 9 health.
Okay.
For
So you
Lael.
recover 9 more health, Lael.
Oh man.
And make sure you guys remember about Bless. So D4 on saving throws and D4 on attack throws. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. So it's going to come back to them. Bear with me. Okay. Okay, that's a 26 to hit, so that'll hit. That's a high roll. Let me just check if they can do anything else than just damage. Sorry, I did look into these guys a bit, but some of this is new to me.
What are they? I can't even see what they are, man. I'm looking at them.
Okay, Lael, you suffer, 8 plus 12 slashing damage.
What takes?
And then this one disappears.
Shapeshifter.
Oh shit, was that the wrong token? Yeah, I did that
She
in the
turned
wrong
into
order,
a
my bad.
barrel.
But it's fine because they go one after the other. You then all see this person move into view, so you can all see her now.
So blue's disappeared and green's moved.
Green has moved into view, and I just need to check what she has.
It's getting dark so early, man. It's like dark and it's 10 to 8.
Sad times.
It's just gonna keep getting darker.
Hate it.
Until it is an eternal night.
Hate it when you leave work and it's dark. Like you go in and it's dark, you leave and it's dark.
Yeah, it's kind of yeah, it's pretty sad.
I always have to deal with that because I leave it.
It's
at
okay. Just another 6 months to go.
If it was light when you left work, that would be a cause for
That's sure it's a
concern.
lie.
Yeah, what are you lying for? God.
Yeah, it's not 6 months. Yeah, another 8 months to go.
Yeah.
And then we'll do it
Okay,
again.
cool. Then this is gonna happen. Is that a thing? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So I need this to happen. Okay, cool. That might be enough. Yep. Ooh, not very high though. +3. 7 damage, Lael. So you're under again.
Ah.
This one, however, does not disappear. So as this creature, this kind of bulbous and gross looking, she's, let's say horrifically looking, hag-like visage comes towards you, she claws out at you, Lael, kind of at your throat again, and like some of the scratches are surface level, but one of them kind of cuts through the previous cut on your throat that was closed but not fully healed over, and again you just begin to bleed out slightly, so you are back to 0. She does not disappear, and it is then Lael's turn, but I do need to check one thing because I don't think you can see her. No, you can't, so you're okay. So I need you to make a death save.
That's just a flat d20.
Flat d20, and
Oh,
I believe you
shit.
get to add a d4 because of Livia's Bless. I think Bless carries on through to death
I'm pretty sure it
saves.
counts for saving throws.
So
Yep.
And you've got
I think it's count.
my inspiration as well.
Death
What
saves.
does that work?
Let me check. Death save is in fact a save, so all bonuses a save, so bonuses to all saves apply to them as well. So yeah, Bless does work. Can you add, what's it called? What's your thing called?
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Combat inspiration.
Inspiration to death saves. I feel like maybe not with inspiration. Is to use inspiration. If you have inspiration, you can expend. Oh no, that's the different kind. Can you add a bard's inspiration? Using inspiration on a death save. Bardic inspiration on death saves. Depends whether he was inspired beforehand. Pretty much in our last session, blah blah blah. She'll call self story, but went down to attack from the fighter. She can in the session at the end of the counter move. Bear with me. Yes, you can use both.
Sick. I'm gonna use them both then.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. That is very much one success. It then becomes Vice's turn. Vice, I need you to roll a wisdom save, and you also have bless.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
I forget. Wisdom save. It's not the passive wisdom, is it?
Mm-mm. No, it's wisdom, and then
oh,
the save,
right,
which is at the top. As this green figure scratches out at Lael and then turns towards you, Vice, she says,
"Oh shit!
You fools! It seems that you were not capable after all." Cool. So Vice, you are frightened. Let me check the frightened thingy. Frightened.
Ew.
Let me put this on you. Where's frightened? What can be frightened? Unhappy skull thing? Shouty man? Some of these symbols are not as helpful as you'd think. I'm gonna go for... This is a visual sort of looking one, so that'll do. This eye means frightened now. Right, frightened does... See exhaustion? No, that's fatigued. Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. You are currently within melee range, so you can't get closer to her.
But you're already there.
But you're already close enough to make an attack, and she didn't move.
But I have a disadvantage.
You have disadvantage to attack her, yes. And on ability checks as well. You might want to write that down.
Yeah. This on ability check. Attack roll. So that mean that I can't use bless, or if I use bless, I'm gonna.
It's an ability check. Bless helps you on ability checks, right, Olivia?
Yeah.
No. Saving throws. And attack throws.
Oh, and attack
so no,
throws.
you can't use bless to save against this effect.
No, but I can use it as part of an attack roll.
Yes, you can.
Yes. Yeah, bless still counts.
But I've got a disadvantage, so do I have to roll bless both of them?
Yeah, because you're still blessed throughout the whole thing.
Okay, cool.
So give me bless both times. Well, just roll to attack twice and then roll a d4 afterwards and we'll add it on last.
Cool.
That's a d4.
It's not going to make it. Oh, no, it won't make it. So that's a miss, I'm afraid. Then you need you to roll wisdom again. Wisdom save again. So just a standard wisdom save, no bless.
What? Again?
Okay, you're still frightened. Nemea, it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh, Nemea, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh. A wisdom save. I don't think I've ever done that before. Where is that?
It's under wisdom.
So
Top one.
Oh, nice.
Wisdom's 5th. Save is top.
Found it.
That will fail. You are also frightened.
Oh no.
Where's the eye when I need it? There it is. So, you have disadvantage on attack rolls, and you can't move closer to the green figure.
Okay.
Also, can I have the three of you, because you were conscious, roll... what would this be? Roll... Let's just leave it as perception. Roll perception for me. The three of you.
20.
20, nice.
8.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, perfect. So, Vice... Well, let's do it in this order. Nemea, nothing. Vice. When this creature with the green skin spoke, an element of the kind of twangs in its voice rang kind of reminiscent to you. Livia, that is Malika.
I said that. Oh my god.
I'm gonna say, it's Malika!
I was like, it's Malika? I thought that sounded a bit like her.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
And Nemea, sorry, it's still your turn, Nemea.
This was a trap!
Right, definitely
This
seems
was
like
a
it.
trap all along. Where's my crossbow?
Use Lael's crossbow.
Gonna-
He doesn't
Oh,
have
man.
one.
I'm
He
saying
doesn't
golf
have
forever as I'm clutching to the last strings of my life. It's not a fucking crossbow.
You suffer 1 psychic damage.
It's my crossbow. I love that.
What is it you're doing, Nemea? You've moved back.
Mm-hmm. Because she's terrifying, I'm scared or whatever it was.
Yes, you are frightened.
So I
Frightened.
feel like it makes sense in character for me to back off. and
I
be like,
agree.
"Oh, oh."
Ooh.
And then
Livia, you're next.
no idea.
I'm fighting.
That's
What's that? Suffers 50 sass damage. Quality.
Nemea,
want
you've got to do
to-
something.
Okay, I'll touch Vice
Okay.
and cast
Creepy.
protection from evil and good for my other spell slot.
Okay, cool.
I might have one more spell. How many spells do I have? 3 now?
I don't know.
What, two? Two?
You definitely had 2.
Still have
I don't know
two,
if you
okay.
now have
Oh,
3.
shit.
You still
Okay,
have.
I think I
still have 2.
2. Yeah, so I've used them both.
I'll check in the background in the meantime. So you have protection from good and evil on you. We are getting good fucking use out of the little icons. What can we use for that? You have this flag, I guess.
What the mate? What is
So
going on?
you have the effects of protection from good and evil. Nemea, how does that work? What does that do?
One willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target
Okay.
also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Ah, does it
did
immediately
you cast that?
cancel the current
If the-
frightened?
If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throws against the
Okay, good.
relevant
He'll make that at the
stat.
end of his next turn.
There you go, you're welcome.
Fuck yeah.
Cool. Yeah, good use. Very nice.
Like-
Livia, you're up. And Nemea, did you want to
well done.
move back again, having touched him, cast this, and then
Yes.
yeah? Feel free to move.
Ah.
Livia, you're up.
Nice. Olivia!
I'm frightened as well.
No, you are not
I'm
frightened.
not. I'm normal.
Because she's round the corner from you.
I'm normal.
You can't really see her
Oh
from where
god.
you currently are.
Who can I see? I can see Nemea and Vice.
And Lael. And her arm.
Get your normal ass down here.
Where's the player handbook when you need it? Player's handbook, there we go. That might open on the right. It did not.
But I can't see her, you say.
Can't see her from here, no, because of the boxes in the centre of the room that you also can't move through. What level are you, Nemea?
Can I move to here? And then can I see her?
No, that's worse, if anything.
4.
Can I go here?
You can go one beyond Nemea.
What, here?
One more. Yes, you can see her there. Through Vice.
Okay. I would like to cast.
You have 2 spell slots, Nemea.
Okay, yeah, it was the same as what I thought.
I would like to cast blindness on the green genie.
Okay, blindness.
She's not a like a
Is it a save of some description?
I think so. I'm getting it up. Computer's
Like,
not fun. Blindness,
Okay.
deafness.
Genie.
It's coming up the condition rather than the spell, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Here we go. You can blind deafened range. Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
If it fails, the target is either blinded or deafened. My choice.
I reckon that's definitely a fail, given that I rolled an 8. What do they have to beat? What's the spell save DC? Because our con's not actually that bad.
I assume it's mine. 15. Is my spell save
That's a
DC?
fail. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, it would be.
okay,
your
she's
spell save,
blind.
Of course.
For a minute.
Okay. she's
She
blind.
gets to, at the end of her turn, she can make a con save to try and break it.
Okay. This is where I would use the eye, but I'm already using it, so we'll go with this guy with his eye closed.
Yeah, like she's got a hood over her face. That makes sense. So she's blinded.
Okay. Blinded. And blinded, can't see, automatically fails ability checks that require sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Is that your whole turn?
No.
Okay.
Now I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Nemea, I need you to roll a wisdom save, please.
Oh,
Okay, so spiritual weapon. Where are you putting it?
Next to her. And Vice. Yep, there.
13.
Is it?
How big
Is
it
it
is.
there? I can't fucking see it.
Yeah, I can.
13.
Oh,
There's two
you
of them
created
now.
a number of them.
Oh, there we go.
I have two!
They just
Ah, I have
uploaded.
two!
Okay, so
Give
Hey!
her two.
And when I cast it, I
Yeah,
get
it
to
can
make
go
an
there.
attack with it.
okay.
So, which is... 1 minute. Oh, I have many screens open at once. D20 plus 7.
You got to roll to hit, right?
Yeah, with the spell attack thing.
Oh, of the thing, yeah. 16.
Yeah, so 16 to hit.
I believe you will hit. Yes, that's a hit.
Okay,
Don't you have
right.
advantage?
And then, do I have advantage?
Because she's blind.
do.
Attack rolls against
Yes,
the
of
creature
course
have
I do.
advantage.
Ah!
You might not 20.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, cool.
And then it's a D8 plus 5 for damage.
Roll it.
I am. 7 damage!
Not bad. Okay.
And then I'm going to move back here.
Okay, very good. Wise choice.
And I am done. I think that was a good turn.
Cool. It is now her turn.
No, she saves at the end of her turn, not the beginning.
Okay.
Don't you try and con me.
But she still spends her turn attacking.
Okay, that's fine. I was checking you weren't rolling to save.
She has disadvantage to attacks, does she? And the creature's rolls have disadvantage, yes. So, she will miss Lael. And I think she will stay where she is. Does she have anything else she can do on her turn? 30 feet and see no wisdoms. Has one frightened. Target from front. Oh, it's an action. Ah, shit, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done the other thing. Oh well, I've rolled it now and she missed, so that's her turn. This one is going to... Yep, she can get there. Boom.
Oh shit.
That is an 18. 25 to hit. Lael, you fail 2 death saves.
Fuck.
She doesn't have any sort of crazy stuff that the other one has. But she... no, it's an action.
Why does he fail too?
Because he just suffered an attack within melee range whilst at 0 hit points.
Oh.
So, she can't then disappear back into the place she went before because it's an action. I think I possibly did it wrong before, but that's okay. I won't. It didn't really change anything given that Malika came in. She also kind of she reappears in this position and claws. She kind of leans over Lael. And as she appears, you all see her already leaning over him, and she just rakes her claws up his chest towards his throat.
Oh, for fuck's
These
sake.
large wounds appear as she looks on at you, Vice, because you're the closest. And she then goes to start trying to disappear, but it takes some time, so she won't be able to. Lael, I need you to roll a death save. You still have
Fuck.
Bless.
I'm so fucking dead here.
No.
This is the moment of truth.
Oh, we all pray for you, ascending.
Oh, you need that Bless!
Oh.
And you need a 3 or 4, I think. No, you need a 4. You need a 4.
Oh god.
No, a 3 or a 4
Why?
will do.
What
50%.
did he roll?
Oh shit!
Oh,
Bless.
fucking hell.
Oh wait, oh sorry, I thought I was looking at Livia's. That's totally a save. You're good, you're good. Okay, so,
Shit.
were you on 1 save before?
What do you mean?
So you were
No.
you were on 1 save, then you got healed, then you went back to 0, suffered 2 death fails, and then succeeded now. So you're on 1 success and 2 fails.
No, I'm on 2 successes and 2 fails because the first success that I did, because I got fucked up, I got healed, then I got inspiration, then I got downed, then I got a success. And
Okay.
then it's
You haven't come up since the last success.
no.
Okay, then you're on 2 successes and 2 fails.
Mm-hmm.
And that is your turn. Vice, you're up.
Right. Okay. I'm
You still
gonna
have Bless,
cast-
you still have Protection from Good and Evil, and you still have whatever the eye is, Frightened. So you can't move closer to Malika still.
That's fine. I want to just go for Leo anyway.
Okay,
So I
cool.
want to do a
Kill me.
level 2 cure wounds, please,
Okay.
on him.
Was that 2d8
So,
plus
That's
Charisma?
2d8s plus 5.
Roll them. Seven hit points. Not bad.
Oh,
14
man.
HP recovered, Lael. Very good.
Yeah. Woo.
So, delete all of your failed saves and succeeded saves. Vice, you doing anything else on your turn?
Yeah. Can I put inspiration on myself, please?
Yeah, no worries. So we'll mark that with the fist, because that's usually what we use for inspiration. There you go.
Yep.
You have inspiration.
Lovely.
That's your full turn, yeah?
That's my full turn.
I
very
need you
much.
to roll a wisdom save for me. And you still have Bless, and if you want to use inspiration, you can.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me just. What happened to it?
I think you have to
okay.
choose to roll inspiration before you get the result of the roll, though. I'm not certain about that, actually.
Okay. Hang on a minute. Let me just see.
Inspiration before result.
No, I'm gonna use D4 anyway.
That's fine. You get that regardless, but...
Oh, mate.
Is it shit? It's good, actually. That's high enough. You are no longer frightened.
Sweet. Lovely.
Lovely, jubbly.
Lovely, lovely.
Oh.
What happened to all my bardic inspirations?
Well, you've used 2. So you should have 3 left, I believe? Is it
Yeah,
equivalent to your
but
charisma?
All of them have been marked off. Yeah. So I should have, I should have 3 left.
Ah, so it's after seeing the roll, but before knowing whether or not that roll is good enough. You can choose to use Bardic Inspiration. You didn't choose to use Bardic Inspiration in that
No.
instance, which is fine.
No.
But you are no longer frightened.
Sweet.
And it is Nemea's turn.
Can I roll to get rid of Frighten?
You roll at the end of your turn.
Oh, okay. Then I want to move here.
Okay, cool.
I want to move all the way over here, and then I'm gonna cast Displacement Blast.
You can't
that
really
get to-
see either of them from there.
Oh shit.
Displacement
Okay, wait,
Blast
how much?
means that you have to... It's based on swapping places with somebody that you hit with an Eldritch Blast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you need to be able to see them.
25, 30.
It's a small room.
My name is 30. Everyone except me is 30.
So I could move to what, here or here?
There.
I could move to here. Can I see her
You
from
can see
here?
Malika from there, yeah, definitely.
Can I cast Displacement Blast?
You can, roll to hit. And you have advantage
Woohoo!
because she's blind. But you also have disadvantage because you are frightened, so it's a flat roll.
Ah,
Is that a 12 to hit?
yeah.
That
there's
will
disadvantage.
miss, I'm afraid. It's not
Damn.
disadvantage, it's a flat roll. So is the 27 your first roll?
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
because you have advantage against her, but disadvantage against her yourself, it's a flat roll. So we take your first roll.
Okay, sorry.
That's cool, no worries. So yeah, that'll totally hit. Displacement Blast works in a very particular way that I invented. So,
Yes,
once per long rest, when you hit a creature within 30 feet of you using the Eldritch Blast cantrip, you can choose to swap places with them. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then you go here,
Back the
and she goes there.
fuck off of hell.
Well done.
Anything
Boom.
else on your turn?
I'm gonna be like, Lyle, I thought we lost you.
Roll Wisdom. It's a save.
Oh yeah. I need to do that. My wisdom save. Keep forgetting what it is. Oh, it's there.
That's high enough. You're no longer frightened.
Yay!
Yes.
I conquered my fears.
Bear with me, because there is a thing about saving here. If creature saves very successful, creature's immune to...
Well, I got one of them away from you. Are.
So I will say at this point that you all start to realise that looking directly at Malika, because of the nature of her horrific appearance, is definitely the cause of what's making you frightened of her. Use that information as you will. That's the end of your turn, Nemea, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Livia, you're up.
What's the deal with Leo?
He's up. He has
Leo's
health.
up.
He's up.
Yeah, he
okay.
has 14 HP.
Okay. That's good because I am running low. I would like to just use my spiritual weapon.
Okay. To hit who? Because currently it's not in range of anyone.
I'm going to move it then to here.
Okay. Do you need to be able to see where you're moving it to move it?
Yes, I suspect so.
So you can't move it there then.
You can move the weapon up to 20 feet. As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet.
Yeah, there you go. So.
Alright, let's have a look. Bear with me. Create flash which will last for the duration of the cast spell. You cast a spell, you must make it's visual and semantic. Feet on a hit, target takes blah. The weapon can take whatever form you choose. As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to fit 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet of it. Alright, one sec. Move it out of line of sight. Let's see what this says. As well, you can't target your summon, so this is covered by your place handbook, which states you must have a clear path to target your magic effect. Game you're running. You play through it so powerful. Not grant him sight. I'm gonna say no. It's loose, but I'm gonna say no because it doesn't make sense. Some people have said if you're not using maps, then it might be a bit harsh to rule no. But if you're using maps, it doesn't make sense that you can do things that you can't see. You could, for example, fireball here, knowing that the creature is somewhere over here, and hope that it hits them. That's fine. But moving something where you can't see, I'm saying no. However, it's a spiritual weapon, and despite taking up 5 feet, I would say that you probably can move it into the space of something that's big enough that you guys can't move into for the sake of this only. So I'm happy for you to move it into that space of that barrel. It might change how much damage it does, because you're probably going to be cutting through the barrel and affecting the swing as it attacks.
Okay.
You don't have to move it there. I'm giving you that choice.
Well, I can't move anywhere else.
Yeah, you could not use it this round. It's up to you. If you want to move it there and perhaps take the chance of it...
yeah, I do.
Okay, great.
22 to hit.
Definitely a hit. I don't even know the AC, but I think 22 is very high.
7 damage.
It will hit. 7 damage. So I'm going to minus that just by 1 for hitting the barrel. We'll make that 6. So you're glowing... this is like a whitish blade that mirrors the Solum blade that you use, which has the greenish blade, but it's a glowing beam of light, not unlike your own blade, slashes out, cuts through a slice of the barrel, and immediately wine starts pouring, or some sort of alcoholic liquid starts pouring onto the ground, and cuts out at the bluish creature who currently is undetermined, but you guys have your own guesses, and you deal your damage. Is that what you want to do on your turn?
Can I see Blue Lady? I can't, can I?
No, not really. You're in a bit of a crap position for that. She's through the larger barrel.
What if I went there?
Yes.
Could I cast Blindness, Deafness on her?
Yeah, you can try. It's a con save, you said.
Con save.
I didn't roll too bad that time. 17.
Fuck.
Does that do nothing then?
Nothing. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
go back to where I was.
Sorry, not a bad roll, and that's what's made the difference. Her modifier isn't bad, but it was a high roll. Okay, cool. So you move in, you cast the spell. She looks out at you with a sort of sinister look on her face as nothing happens, and you move back into position. It is then their turn, starting with this person. So, because you've saved from it, Nemea, nothing happens to you, I believe. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. And then... starts its turn. Okay, it's not ideal. She's going to go here. And then I'm going to need to just open something. Bear with me.
Oh no. Those bad news.
So, these creatures are not stupid. Still focusing on the weakest one amongst you.
Man.
This creature begins to cast something swirling in her hands and fires it out. There is no roll. It hits. And it is... Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. So, 4 plus 9. 3. 12. You suffer 12 damage, Lael.
That's ridiculous.
As I said, that's actually a level 1 really weak spell. It just always hits. It's good. It's a good use. Just put the music back on. Okay. Yeah, so you suffer 12 damage as you see 3 swirling bolts of just purpley whitish energy fire from her hands and twist as they travel quickly. It's like a gun being fired. They shoot across the room and slam into Lael. Lael, as you're still conscious, not yet, but something will happen as you're currently still conscious. And then we have a choice to make here, and I think this happens. Lael, it's your turn. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh boy. That's close.
Nice.
Ooh.
You're fine. What do you want to do on your turn?
Well, I'm gonna be like slightly just sort of drained, as it were.
This isn't a great time for you. Like you said on the whisper, you're not feeling great at all. You have cuts all over your body. You've lost a lot of blood. You're panting, struggling for breath. You haven't even drawn a weapon at this point. This is the longest you've been conscious in a short time. No.
Okay. Is there any weapon near me?
Not that is not one of your friends.
Okay.
As you look around, free action, look around, go to draw a weapon, you clutch at nothing. Your sheaths are empty. Although...
Could he take my spiritual weapon?
No. You have 3 daggers, yeah? And you have 2 just in scabbards on your waist because you draw them freely, ready to attack twice. Is the 3rd one the black dagger?
Yes.
Where is that kept on your person?
I stashed that secretly.
Because I feel like I remember you saying you stashed it.
Yeah,
I remember
which
that.
means I need to roll something. And I need to roll twice because there was 2 people looking. Okay, that's pretty high. And that's not very high. Okay, cool. So you remember where you stashed your black dagger. It's within your garments. You're still wearing the same clothes you were. You've not been stripped of your armor.
Okay. I want to, out of just the sheer instinct, I realise what kind of situation I'm in, and just, like, slight vengeful anger at the wounds inflicted upon me.
Gasp.
I'm going to just charge over towards this monstrosity and pull out the black dagger.
You reach for it. On a 21 investigation check, it's gone.
Fuck.
Oh, no way.
Realising that, I just clench my fists and I want to just punch this bitch in the face.
Go for it. Roll to hit. I believe like a punch is 1 plus strength.
D20 plus 2, yeah.
Nat 20, you'll hit. It's going to be double the dice, whatever it is.
Not the nat 20.
It's not a nat
the
20?
other thing. No, the nat 20 was the other roll that I did. That
Ah.
was
What was the other roll? Sorry. What was that for?
It was to do a perception check.
Ah,
Perception.
okay.
so it's strength, right, for a melee hit.
Bear with me. It's 1 plus strength, so unfortunately the nat 20 doesn't do anything because there's no dice. But you'll definitely hit.
No, the nat 20 wasn't me doing that.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I
Rolled
remember it
yet.
wrong. My bad.
That's not-
Roll to hit. Use your
What do you mean by
crossbow.
1 add strength, like.
What's your what?
That's-
Sorry.
Use his crossbow.
You said 1 add strength.
Yeah, 1
That
plus
would
strength.
be
What is
one.
your strength modifier?
-1.
I thought so. You
zero.
you don't hit hard enough to hurt people.
Well, I just did that.
I feel like our rule that the lowest damage you could do is 1. So for the sake of this, you run in.
I thought that was to hit Josh, not
That
your
is
damage.
that is to hit, but his damage, if he hits, is 1 plus strength. His strength is -1, which means he'd do 0 damage on a hit if punching. Okay.
It's very
He
confusing.
missed.
I'm lost.
But as you run in, Lael, you reach for your dagger mid-run, and you're almost looking to just sort of pull it out straight out of the scabbard within your garment and throw it at her, but you realise there's nothing there. You bring your hand out, angry, and you just swing. Unfortunately, it's a miss as you swing wide. It is, however, then Vice's turn. Vice,
okay.
what do you want to do?
Just quickly, out of imagining momentum, I'm just going to imagine that I'm over here. Because I would have
That's
missed
fine.
with
You can
Yeah,
reach
it's a
there
wall
without
length.
any issue.
I like my
Okay.
emotion.
Well. All right, cool. Well, Leo, in your anger, which I can appreciate, you happen to put yourself in the worst position for me to do my attack. So
Oh.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I will just.
You can move through Nemea.
No. I cannot go. I can go here, right?
You
That's
can,
fine.
but you have to move through Nemea. It's. I think you move
That's
through allies at normal speed, and you move through enemies at arm speed.
It's okay. I mean, basically, I'm sure any of you guys can guess what I was planning on doing.
Oh, it's double movement to
Um,
move through an ally. Are you gonna thunder wave?
No, I was.
Oh,
going to, but
okay.
that was before Leo was there. Right,
Okay.
considering this position, I probably am going to stay away from doing any damage.
I would love it if you thunder waved.
I am not going to do it. I mean, this guy's been down.
You'd hit Nemea too. It makes no sense.
I know,
but it's
no, I
very
know, I
Vice.
know.
It's
No, I
top
know, I
tier
know it
Vice.
is.
I'm so
my
up for
plan
it.
my plan was to where I was going to put myself would have been so within my movements. Also,
No one
it would
around
have been
you.
away.
It was
No one
finally
was gonna be around me.
perfect.
But then obviously Leo, I can't stop emotion. Leo went in. I can't stop. That's cool. That's cool.
Stop
So I'm just
blaming
gonna.
me for your problem.
What was that?
Stop blaming me for your problems. I'm angry.
Lael, tear in his
Alright.
eyes. He just punched the air, bleeding from the throat and chest.
Yeah. You've got bigger problems.
Thank you.
You've got bigger problems
right.
than Vice thunder waving. So go on, Vice. What are you gonna do?
Right. Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna.
You're cutting in and out. Sorry, you're saying you're going for a standard attack on Malika.
I'm going for a standard. No, I'm going for a clockwork attack.
Okay, all out. You need to roll to hit
all
first.
Yup. I can use. No, I'm going to
Not
use my
have
bardic inspiration.
The resistances that I thought she had. So carry on. You can add your bardic inspiration to hit. You can also add bless. You also still have protection from good and evil.
I forgot about bless.
Yeah. Is that your to hit roll?
So that's a hit.
Okay. So you're currently at an 11. As far as I'm concerned, you don't know whether that hits or not. It's up to you if you know whether that hits or not. Do you want to use your inspiration?
It's not what I wanted, to be honest, but okay. I get it.
Sorry, dude. You're still cutting in and out. Are you using the inspiration? Yeah. Cool. Roll it. And I'll take the fist token from you. 2. Oh man, that might not be enough. What are you at, 13?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude, that just misses.
Oh.
So you slash out with the clockwork saber. The
Fucking hell,
clockwork
what a
saber? That's a
waste.
different blade. You slash out with the clockwork saber. The hilt's all clicked down into place, ready to be triggered with that button on the hilt and blast out, causing the extra damage. But unfortunately, Malika manages to just about move out of the way, and you don't hit. It's Nemea's turn.
Does that mean that my clockwork attack is done or
It's
used?
still readily available.
Okay, cool.
It's only used on a hit, so you can use it next time. Nemea and then Livia. Nemea, what are you doing?
Wait, I'm gonna inspire myself again.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
So
I'm
you've
so inspired.
2 left after this,
I'm so.
and you have saved from the wisdom thing already, so you're good in terms of that.
I
Nemea.
will do my trusty Eldritch Blast.
Okay, cool. Roll them. You have advantage because you are no longer frightened, but she is still blind. And sorry, was I supposed to save from blindness, deafness at the end of her turn?
Mhm.
It's another con save, is it?
Yeah.
No, that's a fail. She's still blind.
Because I got another +1, didn't I? As well.
So you've got a plus D4 to roll to hit. And I'm imagining your to hit modifier is probably in the areas of +7 or something.
Hey.
Yeah,
it's
so
+8.
that's definitely a hit, even with the D4 as well.
It's D10, and then I could do the +4 here, can't I?
No,
Damage?
that's to hit. It's not damage.
Ah.
But you hit, so it's fine.
Okay, then hope I don't nat 1. Hey.
Not bad. So she suffers 8 damage.
Yes.
You had advantage. You could roll again, see if you get in that 20.
Yeah, you should roll again to see if you get an nat 20.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Nah.
Nah,
Yeah.
got one
Better.
die.
Better roll. So you
25?
boom out this shot of greenish blackish energy as you charge the Eldritch Blade in your Eldritch Blast in your hands. For a moment, it dissipates into nothingness, and it seems as though you're unable to cast it. You immediately try again, and as you do, it charges this time and successfully fires off. And for a moment, your thoughts return to the vision you had of the fallen exile being trapped. You just have that one split-second image in your mind of her visage caged, reaching out towards you. And as the blast dissipates, you charge it again, it does fire, and Malika takes this shot of it across the bow, and it kind of cuts up her chest and arm. She looks at you angrily, but intent on taking out the biggest target, or the easiest target, one by one. She still seems to be focusing on Lael. Livia,
Oh.
you're up.
Oh, leave him alone. Ah, I'm so dead.
These are intelligent creatures that know what they're doing in a fight. Livia, it's your turn.
I know. No.
Come on, Livia.
Also,
How's he looking?
you can't see him.
Fuck's sake. How's he looking?
It's behind the boxes.
Owie.
Again, I know I do this every game. What was the ruling on health? I just tell you it now, right? And for everyone else, they need to
Yeah,
roll.
I think you just tell us now. Yeah.
Yeah.
2. Well below half, but if you wanted to move into a position that you could actually do anything about that, you're going to either need to move directly below Nemea or to the
You
left.
don't know what I need to do.
I'm just telling
I am
Just
going
you.
to cast Preserve Life through my channel divinity.
You can't see Lael from there.
Why?
Because he's through the boxes in the centre. I'll mark them on the map just so that it's clearer, because I appreciate
Fine,
this isn't
I'll go
terribly
there.
clear.
I
Yeah,
don't really understand where I can move. Can I see him from there?
Yes.
Now I will cast Channel Divinity. So I'm level 4, so it's up to 20 hit points, but so he'll just regain half basically. I know he's not got 40 health, so.
Okay, so your channel of divinity goes off. Lael, you recover up to 15 HP, so you recover 13 HP.
Okay, so I'm up to 15.
Yeah, you are on 15. 100%.
Yep.
Leo, you don't have anything
am I
that
the wrong layer for
heals
this?
yourself, do you?
Nope.
Lael doesn't know. Strange that it
And
won't let
then-
me pick this line. shit as well. Carry on, Livia. What else are you doing?
I can move it 20 feet.
Your spiritual weapon?
Mm.
Yeah, it can't take the same space as anyone else, but 5, 10, 15, 20. You. Let me check.
Can it not? Can it not? Oh no, that's way
Spiritual
more
weapon
than 50.
movement
1,
through
2.
allies. Movement through allies is double movement. Movement of a spiritual weapon through allies? I don't know. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee attack. Blah blah blah. You create a floating spiritual within range that lasts when you cast a spell. Okay, it's not clear. I'm happy to rule that a floating spiritual weapon does not suffer half movement through allies. So if you want to move it 20 feet, 5 of that feet being vice, for example, 5, 10, 15, and then 20 into a range that will hit Malika, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
It is done.
To hit 15.
I think that's good enough. Yes, that will hit. You have advantage. Roll it again in case of the nat 20. She's still blind. Okay, totally a hit.
5. 6 damage. Oh my god, my damage rolls are just
sorry.
so pants.
She's not looking great as you cut through, slashing out once more. Damage has been dealt, but she's still up. Is that your whole turn?
Yeah, I'm pooped, man.
Okay, cool. It is then her turn. She doesn't have a whole lot of utility. She's gonna go for Lael. Fuck it. Disadvantage. An 18 and a 17. I think she's gonna hit. Well, with the 17, yeah, it's above 20. She's gonna hit you. So, Lael, you suffer 6 slashing damage. Not terrible. Not terrible. As Malika turns to you and claws out, she then saves against her blindness.
For your
Ooh,
throat
that's
again.
cocked. And nat 20s. She is not blind anymore.
Damn. She loves your throat, innit?
Next.
Leo?
I just irresistible throat.
Let me check these thingies.
What's
So,
like that, young boy? That's what I imagine she sounds like.
okay.
Disgusting.
Oh, Malika was good.
Malika, why?
Malika!
All I can hear is
I used
pizza.
to this fucking bitch.
Pizza.
There's some strategic
man.
movement. This
Talking
happens.
about pizza.
Fuck off!
Another one. Oh.
Okay, so she's gonna do this. Ooh, no, it still hits. Not a great roll, but it still beats. It still beats your AC with a 19. So you suffer
All the damage.
shit roll. 6 slashing damage.
Yikes.
And I think that's her turn. Yep. Lael, you're up.
Do either of them have any, like, weapons on their, like, hips or anything?
Roll investigation for me. They both clearly have daggers. One of them has a wide bladed dagger, the other one has a thin bladed dagger. The thin bladed dagger is on Malika.
Can I go for Malika's dagger?
You can. It's going to be probably a contested strength check because you are essentially stealing it from her. I'm going to rule it like a grapple. So roll me strength, and she will too.
Sleight of hand, because I'd be quick about it.
Okay, give me a sec.
I'll just be pulling out of a sheath, wouldn't I?
A lot of strange rules this game, and I'm liking it. It's kind of disarming somebody. Attacker makes an attack roll against the target's text, or if the attacker wins the contest, the attacker puts no damage. Defender drops the item. The attacker has disadvantage when it's attack roll, holding the item with two more hands. So, okay, strength or dex, athletics or acrobatics, your choice. According to this.
With a +6, obviously.
So it seems reasonable to assume that. Was that a nat 20 to take a weapon, or was that just the last thing you rolled?
That was the last thing I rolled.
Okay, cool. Sorry. So
Yeah, I think strength and dex is fair.
Well, that's what the internet says, so I'm going with that.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Because
I
you can
imagine
do it
it
swiftly.
It makes sense. You're trying to do it quickly. She's trying to hold on to it through sheer strength. So do you want to roll acrobatics or athletics? Your choice, Lael.
There you go. 22.
22. She rolled a 16. You take it. So 19 for her. So you take her dagger. You have a stiletto dagger. It meets the rules of a dagger.
There we go. That would have been my action limit, so...
Well played.
Yes, it will be your action to take her dagger. For all intents and purposes, it's 1d4 piercing. 1d4 piercing. It's 1d4 piercing plus dex.
Then, as a nice little thing after taking it, I'm just going to disengage with my bonus
Lord.
and hop on back over to the woods.
Okay, cool. Vice, you're up.
Oh, fucking hell.
And Nemea, you're next.
I'm up, yeah?
Yep.
Can I go into that corner?
Yeah, that's cool.
I can?
I'm fine with that. Yeah, you can go into the top right corner, yeah?
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah, you can go there. You'd have to move, like, left diagonal, right diagonal, and then one to the right. You'd actually get an attack of opportunity. Although, no, I'm going to say that you could move up and right diagonally.
Can I not?
Yeah.
Can I not go? Yeah.
Yeah, you can go there. It's cool. No attack of opportunity. You can go to sort of. Oh, am I on the wrong layer? Yeah, I'm on the wrong layer. So you were here.
I thought I could go. Yeah,
you were here,
I
right?
could
You can go to sort of here and then here.
there.
If you went like
Okay,
this, then you'd get an attack of opportunity from blue. But because you're going like this, no attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, lovely. Right. Okay. So I'm going to go do a level 2 thunder wave, please.
Okay, nice. It's anyone within 10 feet, right?
Is anyone within 15?
15. You're
So
aware you're going to
I'm
hit Nemea.
Oh fuck! I didn't see the man.
She doesn't count!
It's too late, man. You're doing it. You know you're doing it.
I'm doing it. Man.
Oh.
What's the save?
It's a con save, I believe. Hang on. Wait,
Right.
I've got it written down.
Give Malika first. And what's
It
your
is
DC? Ooh, somebody did not roll well.
It is a con save.
It is a con save.
and
Good.
my
What's your DC?
DC is.
Nemea, give me a con save.
15.
15. So that's a pass on Malika and a fail on Blue Hag Woman.
Why is it zoomed in? Excuse me. It's plus 2. I'm so bad at reading this.
Maya, I'm so sorry. I forgot you were there.
You're not. He's not.
That's a pass.
I am.
That's a pass.
I'm
Coming from someone who has repeatedly been thunder waved.
Okay, no, but I'm not sorry. I planned to make
It's like
sure
he
that I-
looks for ways to attack his friend.
I was when I saw Leo, I was like, yes, sweet, I'm in first place.
He's moving away. It makes sense as well. You weren't looking backwards. You didn't really see Nemea.
I didn't
You
see
ran
Nemea,
into that
yeah.
position and you boom, like hands together, pointed at the ground, thunderous noise expunging from
I'm
yourself.
sure.
Roll the damage, and it's half damage on a
Okay.
save, right?
It is half damage on
But
the
it's a
save.
second level thunder wave, so it is
So I can
3d8.
I can use 3d8s plus. I would like to use my bardic inspiration for
To add to the
additional
damage? Is that how
Yes,
it works?
please.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So 3d8 plus a d6, I believe, is your bardic inspiration.
Plus a. Wait a minute. Would this damage also apply to the mayor?
Of course it will, yes.
Oh fucking hell!
But
no,
you're
I'm not gonna
doing
use
it. You were doing it. I don't know
No,
that.
no, but I'm not going to use the bardic inspiration.
Okay, fine. I'll allow it. I feel like maybe there's a roll to be had there, but you
Oh,
got
okay,
here.
Fine.
No.
Okay, fine.
You got here. You turned around. At that point, you saw Nemea, and you chose to do it anyway. So if you want to hold back a little bit, I'm cool with that.
Okay, if you're cool with that, I just feel like.
Yeah,
I just
no, it's
thought-
fine, it's fine. You would have
Yeah.
turned around and seen her, probably mid-cast, but you could have, like, held back the Bardic Inspiration as a result of that, so... And
Alright,
also,
cool.
Bardic Inspiration is, like, your core shit. You have control over that, so, that's fine. So, Nemea, you take 6 thunder damage. Malika, you take 6 thunder damage, so Malika, you go down to this many's. And other
Hold on.
generic person, you take
That
12
was some-
thunder damage.
I'm
So
joking.
That was some shit. That was some shit. 2 rolls.
one of them failed, and yeah, 2 of your rolls are
No, I
is
mean
bad.
no, two,
Yeah,
two,
fair.
two twos, man.
Is that your full turn, Vice?
Who am I? No, you know what? Just to say sorry, I'm inspire. I'm gonna
You're
inspire
inspire Nemea. Okay. How do you
You just-
inspire her?
Ow!
Like, sorry,
You can
Nemea.
pull
Oh,
through
also,
this!
5'10".
You know this is just me. Come, like, I'm so sorry.
Do you know what? On top of that,
I
So-
didn't see you behind the barrel. Technically, it's a barrel here. I didn't
There
see
is.
you, man.
Nemea, as Vice
I did
shouts
see
this
that.
out to you, the blue creature gets shoved across the various barrels and sacks of things, and based on that, despite the fact not hitting a rule, I'm going to roll her another d6 of damage, which I rolled onto the floor. Bear with me.
Go on, GM.
I don't have a lot of roll space here. That's 5.
Do it to me.
5 additional damage to
Eyes.
Blue Hag Lady. So she goes down to this much. That many's.
I was hoping he'd slip up and say it then.
Is that your whole turn, Vice?
Yeah, I gave operation.
Yep,
that's it.
cool. You don't knock back those that save, so Malika and Nemea stay in place. Nemea, it is your turn.
I want to ask, are they undead? I don't think they are, but I wanted to ask.
What's the
What are
thing
they-
that is relevant to that? Because I don't know whether or not you can simply know. Are you asking about casting?
I'm
a
asking
specific spell?
because there's a spell and
What's the
like
spell?
in the little bonus.
And how do you still have spell slots?
It's my
Cantrip.
yeah, cantrip.
Okay, cool.
It's the chill touch one, so it has like bonus against undead.
Yeah.
So I just
Okay.
wanted to know if you were undead.
I feel like for the purposes of that, roll medicine or survival.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm being too harsh here, but I think it's fair. Not a bad
60.
roll. You know that that's Malika, and you assume through what's the word? Association that that's Agaria in the distance. They were
Mhm.
very much not exhibiting any of the signs of undead when you met them in human form. Now their form has changed. They still don't appear to be decomposed in any fashion or bearing any kind of, death-like visual, despite their horrific visual. So it's safe to say that it looks like these creatures are not undead.
Okay. Then I move one back if I can still hit her from here.
You can, yeah, very much so. I assume it's an Eldritch Blast, so yeah.
Yes. What else would it be?
Nothing, you're a Warlock. That's a miss, though.
Oh.
So
I tried.
you charge up this blast, and once more there's a flicker, but this time only for like a millisecond. It doesn't even stop you casting it the initial time, and it goes through, but it just fires off and shoots the barrels behind her. Livia, you're up.
I tried.
Anxiety.
I think Max is dead.
It's quite dark over where you are, actually.
None of the lights are
Yeah,
on, to be
I
fair.
don't want more lights on.
Oh, you don't want the lights on today.
No.
That's a shame.
How is he looking? He still
Who?
looks alright, right?
He's at 3.
Leia. Oh, God. Oh, wait, he's in front of me.
He is in front
yeah?
of you. Yes.
Ah, fabulous. This is good timing. I shall cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Oh, Leia.
It's like you opened your eyes.
They've been closed the whole time.
I was thinking and looking and
Living
googling.
with our eyes
So roll
closed.
the recovery.
That's funny.
No, it rolled a 1
Yeah,
again.
that is bad.
No.
Lael, you recover 9 hit points.
That could have been like
Okay.
17. 16. Ugh.
God.
Okay, and then as a bonus, I'm gonna attack Greenie.
With your spiritual weapon, okay, roll to hit.
Yeah.
Flat roll, she's not blind anymore.
No shit roll. Come on.
19.
That'll hit.
Woo!
She's not looking great. Definitely damage has been dealt.
12.
Go on.
Ugh.
Damn, a lot of damage has been dealt. She does not look well. You see her as you deal this damage and the blade cuts through her. You see her look over to Agaria with a look of kind of shock and worry on her face. You can't really see it, but everyone else can. And Agaria looks back at her once more and just says, "Come, girl, we must finish this quickly." It is then their turn. Malika turns to you and hits, because that is the nature of this spell. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What's the range on that attack?
10.
My goodness.
Small ass room, dude, and like 120 feet. So, Lael, you suffer 10 force damage.
Wait. She can cast it up to 120 feet away. You're
This
joking.
spell has 120 feet range.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she
So does mine.
conjures 3 swirling, kind of light, purpley white daggers once more, and they fire off into the distance, just past the boxes. She definitely can see you from here. And Lael, you suffer 10 damage.
Oh shit, I thought I put it in, I just didn't press enter.
No worries. And that is her turn. It is then Agaria's turn. Agaria will possibly move. Let me check her shit.
They just don't stop. I'm so dead at the end of the... I'm not living.
Yeah, Agaria's
You
going to
better-
move 1 down.
I mean, you're doing pretty well so far.
Slash you up.
Yeah.
Ooh, that might be too low. 17.
No.
Yeah. If it had been Malika, that would have missed. You suffer a further. It's a shit roll. But you've only got 2 health. 4. No, sorry, 5 slashing damage.
I'm
He's
down again.
down again.
Down again. Lael, make a death save for me, please. You still have bless.
Oh, I do. That's nice.
That'll
Hey!
pass. Without the d4 as well, which you should definitely be rolling. So that's 1 success. And Vice, it's your turn.
Roll the d4. That was with the d... Oh, wait, it was a plus 4.
You plus
Dude.
4. Yeah, it doesn't matter, you're above 10.
Yeah.
Lael, you are not up. Vice, you are up, sorry. And Nemea,
Right,
you're next.
okay. Alright, cool. I'm going for an attack on the this one here.
Yep.
Green.
Yep.
Green one. I'm just going for a regular attack, please. So I'm hoping I'm gonna die.
Roll to hit, please. Oh, sorry,
Rolls to
23 is your
hit.
roll to hit. That'll certainly hit. That is many's a hit.
And I'd like to use
One away from a
my
crit.
I'm going to use my bardic inspiration.
To add to the damage.
Yes.
Okay. Is that how your
Um,
bardic inspiration works? Yeah, you can add it to damage, not to hit. Is that right? Because College of Valor.
Yes. Yeah.
I always forget. I
College
get it
of Valor.
backwards.
Yeah, I can add it to attack, not to hit.
Okay, cool. Wait, yes, damage, not to hit.
Damage, not to hit. Yeah.
Okay, so add it on, and we'll take your inspiration off you. Damn, that is
Boom.
a lot. That is a lot.
Die, bitch. Get her out.
Skirt. Dead.
Skirt, skirt.
Skirt, skirt.
Yeah, yeah, you totally can. Okay, so you slash out with the clockwork saber. It cuts through the back of Malika, and you just see her turn to Agaria once more as she falls to the ground and seemingly is dead.
Yeah.
She falls.
Can we all stop and cheer?
You can. I wouldn't advise it, but
No.
it's Nemea. It's your turn.
I was joking!
Okay, how many feet is it to? So probably have to go like. Okay, I think.
So it would be 5, 10. Well, you go there for 10, 15. If you want to get there, 15 feet.
I wanted to get next to her.
Oh, then 20. Sorry, I just moved Lael
Ah.
over you. Yeah, 20 feet.
Leia.
That's not me. That's
Oh,
Malika.
sorry, Malika. My bad.
I'm not Green Genie.
I will use
That's
my
what
bonus.
you think.
Use my bonus to cast my shillelagh on my quarterstaff. And then two-hand it. So 20 plus 8. 22!
That'll hit.
Come on.
And then D8. 9!
Decent.
9 damage with my enchanted staff.
Okay, bear with me one sec, because I need to check some things. Okay, cool. 1 sec, 9 damage, so...
Oh, you had Bardic Inspiration. The mayor. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Hello?
Happening? Hello?
I said you had Bardic Inspiration.
Oh.
to add to the damage. It's fine, you've still
To add
got
to
it.
the damage.
So the damage is dealt. You, wait, what kind of weapon attack was it? Your shillelagh?
Yeah, my shillelagh with my quarterstaff.
With your shillelagh, what kind of damage is it?
D8 bludgeon.
Bludgeon. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, no worries.
Panic.
Livia, you're up. And I can probably get rid of this.
Okay. Oh. Can I move this spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
What, can I move it to here though?
Let's say here for the sake of argument.
Okay.
Still well within 20 feet.
How's Leo looking?
Well, he's currently failing his death saves, or succeeding his death saves, I don't remember.
Oh god. Okay, healing word on Leo.
How many slots do you
This
have?
is my last one. I had 7.
Okay, cool.
And I used my
Endless.
channel of divinity. And you have to remember every spiritual weapon thing is up. It was just one cast. This is my
Yeah.
last one.
But
I'm done.
You've used a slot for spiritual weapon, and the rest of your slots have all been heals.
Yeah, apart from
So-
blindness.
Is that not a slot?
You said all of them but
Oh,
spiritual
right.
heals.
Yeah. So, Lael,
All my
you-
third level spells were spiritual weapon, blindness, and blindness. And then I've used all my first level spells on healing, and I've used my channel of divinity, so this will be my 5th lot of healing.
When you said third level a moment ago, did you mean second level?
Yeah, I did, sorry.
Okay, cool.
It's
That's
very
fine.
late.
So, Lael, you recovered 9 HP.
I haven't done anything.
I thought you
That's
rolled.
Nemea. That's
Oh, my
Nemea.
bad. Carry on.
You keep reading everyone's on the
I know. I'm doing many things. I have many screens.
11.
Recover 11 HP.
And then
Excuse me.
roll d20 plus 7. That's spiritual weapon to hit.
That'll hit.
21!
What kind of damage is it?
Oh, something.
21.
It's
That's
kind of
what type of
important.
damage is.
Force damage!
Force. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool. Cool.
Ugh. I mean, it might sound dramatic that I'm going to collapse, but I genuinely feel like I should.
So you slash through Agaria, and she takes the damage from behind, but she still seems to be focusing on the target. You kind of see her switching back and forth between Lael and
Back
the
and
mayor
ball.
at this point, just because they're the closest and also the lowest in health. It is then her turn. She's going to go for Lael. She's going to
Of course
roll
she
high
fucking
enough
is.
to definitely hit him, because that's a 19. And Lael, you suffer.
all the
Good
damage.
roll. Oh, 12. It's enough to take you under again. I didn't think it would be.
Fuck
What the hell?
Just kill me, get it over with.
That's 12 slashing damage. Okay, it is then your turn. I need you to make a death save.
Yeah,
How many times have you died? I swear this.
like 4 times now.
Like
I
feel
messaged
like-
him earlier and just
if it's
said if he
a
gets
pet
through
peeve.
this fight, he will not be as good looking as he once was. That is
That
a
was
fail. So that's one fail. Vice, you're up.
Okay.
My face will still be good looking. It's just
Can I?
Yeah, it's your
if I-
throat and your chest.
Yeah, it might
and
just look a bit white.
a bit of your cheek earlier, kind of
Hey,
across
man,
the
look.
cheek.
Leo, the ladies like scars, man. Come on.
I hope so.
Wait,
Josh,
how do I?
do not
Why
like
can't I move my guy? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, because
Can
you're
I-
right
can
at
I-
the
can I
edge. It's a bit difficult.
Can I stumble over these bags?
You can. I'd only add maybe 5 extra feet, so that's like 5, 10, 15, 20 feet movement. You're good. You can reach.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go for a clockwork attack on this.
It's not clockwork till you hit.
Okay.
I mean, it can be,
Oh,
but,
but
you
I'm
have to
gonna hit right now. Yeah.
Ooh! Nice!
I'm gonna hit.
That'll hit. And with the
Right.
clockwork, is the clockwork just +5 or is it
Clockwork plus
dice?
5.
Okay, it's
No,
not
it's
dice,
plus
so it's not
5.
doubled. But give me the damage and we'll double the dice.
Did I
Very
time
good
myself? I don't remember if I did or not.
For
Say
those
again,
of you
sorry.
that don't understand on stream, Vice has a weapon that looks very much like the vicious weapon in the, I think it's in the DM's guide. It has a 3-tiered hilt, which slowly over time, through a mechanism that's part of the hilt, clicks into place, and then when he triggers it, much like the kind of trigger on Squall's sword in Final Fantasy VIII, it releases those hilts. Having thrust the full sword into somebody, it releases the hilts out to them, causing the sword to be like expelled in a jagged nature, which creates a more damaging release of the blade, as it's kind of wonky and unintentional. It's like twisting the knife in an attack. So Vice, give me the damage. Roll the damage on it, and
Please,
add what you add plus the +5 for using the clockwork saber feature that you have. I think it's in your inventory.
It's a D8 plus 2 plus 5.
This is the clockwork saber for the stream. So it's a D8 plus. Don't you? No, not just +5. +5 would be the clockwork
so
saber.
it's a
You
D,
add
it's a
something.
D8. It's a D8 plus 2 piercing. And then
+5 more.
Plus 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do a D8 plus 7. and
Come
we'll double
on.
the
Yeah,
dice.
good one.
Nice.
Well,
So that's 13 plus 6, 19 damage. So, as you slash, and what kind of damage is it? Sorry, you said slashing.
I was just slashing whatever you like. I don't mind.
No, the sword has a specific type of. It has a specific damage.
Oh, right.
type.
Okay. Well, I thought I was gonna like kind of thrust at it from this direction.
Yeah, but what is it? A long sword?
It's a rapier.
Okay. Let me just check then. I actually don't think it matters, but for the sake of it, let's check just in case. It is piercing damage. It's important because this bitch has resistances.
Yes.
As you slash out at Agaria, you realize the initial cut is not really as much as you were expecting. You kind of slash like this and bring the blade to a bit of a point. Seeing that you haven't created as much of a cut as you were expecting, you thrust the blade in, and as you do so, you hit that trigger on the hilt, or just below the hand guard, which is part of the it's still called the hilt. And you click it, the hand guard boosts outwards, the 2 upper tiers slamming into her and releasing the blade with a jet of force back towards you, slicing outwards. But it seems as though the damage was not as much as you were expecting, so that's 1989. Seems as though she's taking less than the full amount. That many. It is then Nemea's turn, and then Livia's turn. Nemea, what would you like to do?
I want to do the same as last time.
Hit with the shillelagh?
Well, yes.
Okay, roll to hit. That will
21.
hit.
Nice.
4
Not
damage.
as good this time.
Okay, so again, as you slam your quarterstaff with the enchantment of the shillelagh on it, you bring it round and kind of slam into her side. You hit the arm rather than the kind of rib area you were aiming for, and she just seems to almost shrug it off at only 2 damage, or 4 damage halved. She's looking damaged, but ultimately fine. Livia, it's your turn.
Oh. Going to Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll to hit.
19 to hit.
That'll hit. Yep.
6 damage, because I can only roll
But
ones
it's force,
today.
yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. Oh, 6. I've definitely minus that off wrong. Bear with me. It's this many. Okay, so the glowing white blade of Arella slashes through Agaria once more, and you see her turn back towards the blade, look at you over the resting, unconscious body of Lael on the ground. Let's just mark Lael as prone whilst we're here, because he is. And she looks at you with a sinister look, but she looks over to Nemea and sees that Nemea just has a trickle of blood from the corner of her mouth, and it seems as though she's made her mind up. That's only a bonus action. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
Sevi.
Spaced out flow past him.
Got any? No, I don't have any potion.
Yeah, you guys haven't really looked to stock up on potions at all. I don't think anyone has health potions at this point. Do any of you have health potions?
No, I'm all out.
No.
Best.
I have lots of rations.
You could choke him if you wanted to.
Or
I love
I have a bust of my own head.
Great.
Yes.
You could bludgeon him further.
Just send me into a deep, deep sleep of death.
Yep.
No, that's my job.
Can I go here?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna give her a good whack with my solemn
Go
sword.
for it. Yeah, the Blade of Solemn, I believe it's called.
18.
18 will hit.
Know that one. Come on.
Shut up, don't say things like
Hey, listen.
are you-
We didn't say nothing, and you were
I'm
getting that
two-handing it.
Are you
Right.
two-handed?
One!
Don't you have?
Oh my
Sorry.
God!
Hang on. Don't you have a shield?
Oh, yeah.
If you're two-handing this weapon, you need to free action put your
Well, it's
shield
a
away.
D8. I rolled a 1. What more do you want? You can't get lower than that. Just take it.
Well, here's the thing. You're wise enough to know that if you put your shield away, it's going to lower your AC by 2. So
Yeah, so
are
I'll
you
roll it
dual-handing
one-handed.
Great.
Which is a D8. But I've rolled a 1, so it doesn't matter.
It does matter because you rolled the wrong dice, so roll again.
No.
Roll again. If it's the right dice but the wrong modifier, we just say fine and then we change the modifier. If it's the wrong dice, we re-roll the right dice. So roll again.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, for a moment, you go to reach the blade with your other hand, and you realise, as you look over, the shield is on your kind of lower arm, and you raise it high, getting ready for any sort of comeuppance from this attack. And you slash out with the green blade of the Solem sword, and it cuts through. True, but it seems to, again, not deal as much damage as you were intending. You do see, however, that whilst these wounds somewhat heal as they are created, they don't fully heal, and she is weakening over time. However, it is now Agaria's turn. She has advantage to hit Lael, and she already hit him on the first roll. Yeah. So, Lael, you suffer a further 2 failed death saves.
No.
I believe that puts you at 3.
No, wait.
Am I right?
No. No.
I'm the world's worst healer.
No way.
Lael
dead.
is dead.
No way.
Lael's dead. Happened.
I tried so fucking hard, man.
As this creature that you recognise to be Agaria,
I quit.
blue-skinned and pustuled, disgusting to look upon, she looks at you, Livia. She looks at you, Nemea, as though you are possibly the next target, and she turns back to Lael. For a moment, she looks down at him, her arm raised into the sky. She turns over to look at Malika, and you think that for a moment you might even see the start of a tear. And then she turns back and slashes at his face angrily at the ground, cuts through, and there's ribbons of blood as he bleeds out his final lifeblood over quite an extended period. She has nothing but venom in her eyes now. She turns to you, Nemea. You're next. But that is her turn.
Oh my fucking god!
Vice,
No
it's
You're
your
dead.
turn. You're up,
I'm gonna
Vice.
get a drink because I can't even do anything.
You're dead. You're not anymore. Leave.
Yeah, I'm gone. Bye, bye.
Oh my god.
Farewell.
Oh.
I have to quit. I have to find a new life purpose.
Fuck.
I failed.
What do you want to do, Vice? It's your turn.
Oh, good rogue boy.
Fucking hell, it shouldn't have been her. It should have been.
Just say it should have been you. You wanted to kill him with a thunder wave.
I'm joking.
I hate you, Leo. It should have been me.
I should have been the one to put him down.
I should have beat him.
Fuck. Okay, alright. I'm gonna have to.
So all you guys see is a limp body on the ground get knocked aside as it catches the claws of this creature, and she's almost in a feral rage. You get the feeling that killing Malika. Yeah, you get the feeling that killing Malika has definitely caused a venom in her that wasn't previously there in this fight before. She had a confidence about her that has definitely waned. She still looks hardy and not at all at death's door, but she's beginning to lose her tactical mind and enter a realm of vengeance. You're up, Vice. What do you want to do?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just rolling
Is this not playing?
angrily. And that's my.
So the 15 was to
Fucking
hit,
hell.
yeah?
Yeah.
It'll miss.
Oh.
So, no damage dealt. Is that your whole turn?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna inspire myself.
Okay. How many do you have left? Is that your last one, or
Right,
is that
that's my
the...
last
I
that's
feel
the last
so inspired.
one? So just in a fit of rage at the situation, you kind of flex your muscles, get angry, and
Oh my
there we go.
God.
I just have to turn the bot
Fucking
super loud for this to come through.
We joked about it, but I
We've
don't.
joked about it for so long.
I didn't
Nemea,
think it
it's
was
your
gonna fucking
turn. You
happen.
have Bless. You have
Is Bless still up? Oh, bloody hell. That is
You're
a good
doing
spell,
Bless.
man. I love that
You're
spell.
doing Bless. It lasts a minute, and we haven't done 10 rounds of combat. Although you probably want to count it. It's been maybe 5 rounds of combat. I'm going to put it in your blue circle. No, I'm not, because apparently I had Numlock on. There we go. So when that hits 10, Bless finishes.
Oh, wait, I've done... No. 4, 6, 7, 8. But one of them was a double. So 7.
What do you mean?
It's been 8 rounds of combat.
Really? Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I've used all my spell slots.
Oh,
although
okay.
2 of them I used
Fair
in
enough.
1. So,
So
it
8
must
rounds. In two rounds, it finishes.
be. Fuck, man.
Nemea, it's your turn.
What does Bless do again?
Bless gives you a D4
Gives
to
her a
attack
+4.
rolls and ability checks.
No. Attack rolls and saving throws.
Saving throws, okay. Yes, that's why Lael had them on his very important saving throws, death saving throws, which definitely
I
counted.
tried so hard! It's not funny, you prick!
I mean, it's funny to me. Nemea, it is your turn. You once wrote a supposed love letter to this guy. What are you doing?
I am filled with anger and pain, and I just pull out my dagger, and like Michael Myers, where he like holds it upwards and like I'm just desperate. Like that. I'm going for it. I'm pissed.
She's going for it.
15 will miss.
It misses. I'm that.
You wield the dagger crazily in the sky and you bring it down. She steps aside
I think you
and
broke
just
Max.
looks at you.
Oh,
Livia, you're
no.
up.
That was in game. That's my normal attack.
Will miss.
I think misses.
What have you got? What's
My
the
spiritual
Everyone's
attack.
shaken by the events.
Go in your inventory and see what's
Spiritual
in my...
weapon
That'll
does
hit.
do damage.
Yeah,
I want
and
to see what's in there.
it all gets through as well. So roll it.
You've got so much money.
That's
to
too much.
share.
61!
Take that back.
61!
Is it plus 5?
61 damage!
Is it plus?
61.
Is it plus 5?
Yes.
Whatever, fine.
Yeah, so 9 damage. Okay, cool.
No,
but it all goes
60
through,
man.
whereas the previous
61!
amount seems to be
It
getting
would have
weakened.
gone. She raged.
It's rage,
Rage.
man!
Yeah.
It is.
60.
Nemea, this will hit. You take 8.
61.
Sorry, 9 slashing damage. Agaria is not done yet as she looks past Nemea at Malika dead on the ground and slashes out at Nemea. You suffer 9 damage, Nemea.
There you go.
Vice, you're up.
shit.
Nemea, you're next. Don't forget you can use your inspiration to up your AC as part of College of Valor. That applies to you as well, Nemea.
No idea what that means, but okay.
It means when I say you hit,
If
it
you
means
use
when I
inspiration.
say you are going to get hit, you can say I want to use my bardic inspiration to up my AC, and then you can roll a d6, and that might change whether or not you get hit.
Okay.
You can also sometimes die.
You can possibly die. We're moments away from you dying too. Let's see. Vice, your turn.
What's her health?
I'm
13.
going to. Whose health?
Nemea's health is 13.
Alright. Okay, well, I'm gonna roll to hit, and that doesn't hit.
That'll miss.
Right, I rolled the wrong dice.
Oh, then that doesn't matter. Also, it's not a +2 to hit. Oh, you're
No,
pressing
I know,
up.
I know.
You're pressing up,
pressed
yeah.
yeah.
No worries. That'll hit. That'll definitely hit. Only a +4? Really?
Yeah, I get a +4.
Okay. Oh, because you're mostly a charisma-based caster. It's not about
Yeah.
sword for you.
Yes.
8 damage. Okay, so as you slash through, again, it seems to be weakened. It's not all getting through, but you slash, you pierce in with your blade as intended, and produce it once more, and the wound closes slightly. Nemea, you're up. Olivia, you're next.
I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp. Is she wearing metal?
I thought she's a shocking gasp. Like,
I am shocked.
I'm so shocked I have a spell for it.
No, she's not wearing metal. I mean, she has
Okay.
rings on and stuff like that, but she's not wearing like metal armor.
Okay.
Oh no.
Nope.
22. Does
That
that
will
hit?
certainly hit.
Excellent.
Fucking fabulous.
D8.
What? As in,
8 of damage.
he's dead.
Oh,
Yay! And that one. And it
Nemea.
also means
Oh
you
man,
can't
what is
take
going
reactions, so I
on?
can back off
No reactions until what? Sorry.
until her next turn, or
So-
whatever it was.
So at the end of her turn, she'll get her reactions back.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I can move round.
You
to
can move
Leo.
as freely as you would like. I'm trying to find a fucking token for that. Fuck it, we'll just remember it.
Roll
Livia,
it.
you're up.
Stand here, by Leo.
And Vice, you're
Guys,
next.
we need to rush her. Like,
Let's
Well,
just-
I'm already thinking that. Can I try and grapple this woman?
Yeah, you can try. It's an acrobatics or athletics check versus her acrobatics or athletics. She'll be using athletics. She didn't
yeah.
roll good.
You're dead.
Oh, she rolled one higher than that. So that's your action. You grab hold of her arm and she swats you away as she looks angrily over at Nemea. Nemea, I'm going to move you into the space below just for the sake of combat.
Yeah.
For my reaction, can I? I don't want to turn my whole body, but like look
Uh-huh.
over my shoulder at Nemea and scream at her to run. And then can I get my spiritual weapon to?
Yeah.
Do its thing.
So Livia turns to you, Nemea, tears in her eyes, and just screams for you to run as the blade of white light slashes out and does hit. 7, not bad at all.
But it's not like it could have been a 13 or anything.
So she's not looking great at this point. She's getting closer. There's cuts all over her body. They seem to be healing back together, but they're healing
I want
slowly.
her to see fury in my face when I tell her to run, not like sympathy.
Oh,
like
okay.
I'm gonna murder you if you don't.
Oh,
Like,
you're
that's
telling
the
Agaria
vibe.
to run or Nemea?
No, I'm telling the mayor.
Nemea. Okay, so angrily, through tears, she shouts at you to run Nemea. It is then her turn. I think she can move into Lael's space.
No, she cannot stand over his dead body. Shut up.
Trampling all over his body. No way.
I think she
Come
can.
on.
Can move, attack and opportunity so that you can break. Moving through. Can you attack? Is the space contain the
Sorry.
corpse of a dead creature?
I realised what I can
This
on
is
you.
difficult. I've seen it happen.
I didn't do it. Could have saved your life. It's just like
Unconscious enemies are difficult terrain. No official rule on corpses. I'm gonna say
Well, I feel
difficult
like
terrain.
it's the
can
same.
I force feed a corpse a potion?
You can. You certainly can. She moves into Lael's space and goes to attack you. She rolls a 2, which means she's going to miss you regardless. So she moves into Lael's space and claws out at you, Nemea, but it goes a bit wide. Vice, not only do you get an attack of opportunity, but it's currently your turn, so please roll an attack of opportunity. So does the spiritual weapon. So spiritual weapon and Vice, please roll to hit. If you wish to use your reaction to hit.
Yeah.
It's also the end of her. It's the end of her turn now, so she has reactions again as of now. Vice, you'll hit. Wait, what was the nat 1? Was that an old roll?
No.
I can't.
You don't have advantage. Why did you roll
you say?
twice?
Oh.
No. So you miss. And
Okay, then-
Livia,
so
can you
it's a-
roll me a hit on the spiritual weapon, please? Well, just roll 2 hit. It might not be a hit.
Of
It
course,
won't.
it's a 1.
Wrong
Oh my
dice.
God.
Wrong dice. Roll me again, please.
What?
It's the wrong dice.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Oh, sorry. Right. Please.
I didn't. There you go. That'll
21.
hit.
Well, then you got the damage dice already.
Well, no, that was a bum roll. Roll the damage again.
Come on, you don't want that one. Come on. There.
13! Die, you sick bitch!
Cool, and that'll all go through. So, okay, so you slash out with the glowing white blade in the visage of Arella, and she moves forward, slashes out at Nemea, but goes wide. It is then Vice's turn, having done your attacks of opportunity.
Ah, fucking hell. Okay. I want to do mockery, please.
You do what? Sorry.
Vicious mockery.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is it a
just
save or
to-
is it a roll to hit?
It
It's a
is
save, right?
a wisdom save.
Ooh, that shit.
Cool. And
10.
she gets it's 10.
10 will fail, I assume. Your DC is
14.
like... Yeah.
14.
So 10's a fail.
So cool. So it was a 1d4 with a disadvantage on the next turn for her.
So disadvantage to what? Hit.
Disadvantage to hit next turn.
That'll do. So she has disadvantage on her next attack. Does it then end?
Ah, Lord Jesus, what is going on?
Not good times.
Okay. Well, so I hit her 1 damage. There you go. Disadvantage. You dirty fucking blue bitch. You're not killing any more of us, man. Can't believe that.
After Vice, it is the mayor's turn. And Agaria has disadvantage to hit on her next turn. The mayor is doing a separate thing. The stream can see it. Bear with me.
You're not up.
I believe GMR doesn't work. I think it has to be
It's
GM
GR.
roll.
It's
GR, thank
GR.
you.
GR.
I always fuck it up.
What
Forward
is it?
slash GR is a roll that just the GM.
Yeah, so
Forward
do
slash GR.
Yeah, forward
it's
slash
Forward
GR.
slash GR rather than forward slash R.
then a space, then D20 plus whatever your modifier is. And you need to tell me which roll you're doing, because it's one or the other there.
Okay.
You can type that shortly after the roll, as long as you put a space between the roll and the word, or you can just say it, it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. It's not a great roll, but as you spend some time thinking about it, worrying, kind of eyes dashing back and forth, you're not certain, but you're kind of thinking that as far as you're aware, the limitations of healing potions are that they wouldn't help somebody in his current condition.
She slashed out my face, remember?
You're certainly welcome to try regardless. Keeping in mind that Livia aggressively shouted at you to run. You don't have to. It's entirely your choice what you want to do. But there's the information you have.
I mean, I'm not allowed to scream at
Huh?
I mean, I'm not allowed to scream at her.
So what are you doing, the mayor? It's your turn.
I'm looking at my enchanting now.
That takes a short rest to do anything from the enchanting profession.
What can I do?
Begins with R, finishes in un.
Aaron? Aaron?
Oren from Final Fantasy X? He's here.
Quick, I'll grab my play arts.
Okay, I cast Shocking Grasp again so that she can't
Okay.
hit me.
Is it a roll to hit?
12, yes.
That'll miss.
12. Oh.
It has no effect on a miss, right?
Yeah.
She still has movement though, doesn't she?
Nemea still
Yeah, I
has
did-
movement.
Plus the D4.
Plus the D4.
Roll it. It might make the difference, except it can't, but it might.
That's just
That's
a
not how
you need to roll the actual thing.
Yep. You've got the concept. Now give me the roll.
Come on.
What do I do? Do I press enter?
Yes.
Yeah, roll a d4. It's a 14. That's not enough, I'm afraid.
No.
Not enough to hit. Do you want to try
Okay,
and run anyway?
I'm gonna face the attack of opportunity
Okay,
and try
cool.
and run. I want to try and escape out the door.
So, you've got the inspiration in case she might hit, and you can add it to your AC. However, on a roll of a 4, she's not going to hit you. So
Yay.
you run, and you escape, as far as you're concerned. You get to, 5, 10, 15, 20. You can get 10 feet out, so you can get into the kitchen if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna literally run.
Okay, you guys are at different ends of the map, which isn't ideal, but Nemea, I'm going to move you to the GM layer. You're no longer on this map, you are up in the kitchen. Cellar door wide open, carpet torn asunder, dyed slightly with the blood of somebody you lost recently. Livia, it's your turn.
Okay, with another wave of fury, I'm going to attack her with my stupid sword.
Okay, go for it. Roll to hit. I just want to say, she's...
10.
that's a miss.
Fuck my.
You can move your spiritual weapon in
Yeah,
and
I'm
attack with that,
going.
yeah? I assume so, cool.
Put it there.
Okay, no worries.
17.
That will exactly hit.
11 damage!
Good damage, okay. So, you bring the Arella blade, the white glowing beam of energy bladed weapon, around her and stab through her chest. It slams into her and there's a moment of shock on her face. The blade withdraws and she looks around, kind of looking for her next target. Still angry, but at this point a little bit worried. That one. She...
Very
kind of
worried.
She changes from a moment of being like, should I run, to a moment of just fucking kill them all. You're the closest, Livia. She goes for you.
I can go for it, bitch.
That might miss. 18. That'll hit. You take 7 slashing damage.
Grinner.
And Vice, it is your turn.
No more bless.
Okay. Bless is finished. Thank you.
Fucking hell, you know it's a long fight when bloody bless expires.
Yeah. Nemea, how long does protection against good and evil last?
Sorry, what?
How long does protection against good and evil last? And how long does Blade Ward last?
Oh, Blade Ward was just that one turn.
Oh, you've had it on the whole round. You haven't really taken... No, you have been taking damage. Did you take half damage at any point? Or have you just been
No.
minusing the whole thing? Okay, then you had the icon, but we've been doing it right, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
I knew it was only that one turn, so if you had, I would have gone.
Yeah, fair enough.
Protection.
Okay.
Even good.
Yeah, how long does that last? Vice, did you just move? Is it... This is on
Yeah,
your
I
turn,
did,
you're
I
moving, yeah?
wanted to
Okay,
move,
fair
yeah,
enough.
I wanted to move, yeah. Cool.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, so that's very much still on Vice. feel like the music has somehow gotten louder. I'm going to turn it down a bit more.
It's got creepy. That's
It's in line with him being dead. So, Vice, what are you doing?
Where's the mayor?
She's left. She ran.
She
She
did
headed
go.
upstairs.
I screamed at her.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm
Agaria
going
is
to...
looking heavily damaged. You would expect somebody in her condition, with the cuts and bruises that she has, slowly not really healing at all at this point, to run. But wildly, she's just attacking at anything close enough to hit.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to actually. Yeah, I'm going to attack. Attack. Yeah. An attacker with my sword.
Okay, cool.
Where's my? There we go. Okay, there we go.
That'll miss. That's not the right dice. Is it the 17 to hit?
No, 17 is the
sorry,
hit.
Sorry, that will hit. My bad.
Yeah. Cool.
They came through at the same time, and I thought it was the lower roll. Is that the damage though?
It is a damage 5,
Okay,
and
cool.
I'll just use I've got my last bardic inspiration. I might as well use.
You can use it for damage, yeah? Feel free to add it on.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Let's hope I get something good out of it.
It's a D6, I believe.
Oh! Yes!
So, Vice. As she stands over the corpse of Lael, I need you to roll perception for me.
Oh, God. If she pees on him, I'm going to be so angry.
Okay, perfect. So, Lael, from behind... not Lael, sorry, I don't know why I'm saying Lael. Vice, from behind the barrels in this corner, there, you see where I've just drawn the white square that's awful?
No, I did that.
Yeah.
You see a cage. In that cage, there is a man. He is passed out and loosely clothed. You just catch him from the corner of your eye.
It's the man!
As you're... You haven't seen it, Livia. As you're moving in on Agaria, you stab out an almost lunging attack with the clockwork saber, and you bring it down so it sort of implants just below the base of her neck, down through the heart and out the kind of lower stomach area. Initially, not with enough damage, and almost as you stab it through and begin to return it, you see the wound on the back begin to heal. And you just think to yourself, with the inspiration that you had previously, that this isn't good enough. Lael lies dead on the floor below her, and you slash the blade wide as you wrench it from her back, and she falls down in front of you dead.
Yes.
Yay!
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Throughout this entire fight, the person that seems to be in that cage in the top left corner hasn't roused, hasn't made a sound, and it's for that fact alone that you realise he was difficult to spot. I'm just looking for any token to work for him, but I apparently don't have one.
Okay.
So, combat is over.
My god.
She is dead.
Oh, I'm going to sit on the floor. Like, I am so fucked.
Nemea is upstairs, unaware of what is happening.
I am literally
That's fine.
crying in the kitchen, like sitting in a corner crying.
Okay.
I'm going to kneel in front of Lael and start praying over him.
Okay.
With holding my symbol. Like casting the, like not
Oh,
casting,
man.
but like
Get her body off him.
enchanting the rights, I guess that I would.
Yeah, like their bodies are kind of one on top of the other.
Pull her body off.
Intertwined.
Oh,
Nemea,
okay. Before that, then I'm going to shove her out the fucking way.
Okay. Spiritual weapon disperses. Nemea, roll perception for me, and Livia, roll strength. Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
19%.
Nine. Oh, can I
So-
cast guidance on myself?
Yeah, you can. Nemea, as you head back downstairs, having heard something fall to the ground and the sort of scuffle kind of stop, you head back into the room. You can move your token as you see fit. Livia, it takes you a moment. It takes so long that Nemea basically gets close enough, but you manage to shove Agaria off into these boxes in the center.
I want to come and also kneel down with Livia.
I'm
as
just
she
going to
prays
clear
over
the
it.
X's for the sake of this.
Vice thinks, thank fuck this dickhead's gone.
I'm actually pretty sad, man.
So,
Right.
you guys have before you the body of Lael, honestly somewhat disfigured. The body of Agaria slashed open and stabbed through. The body of Malika in the corner also kind of slashed in various areas and stabbed through. And this man that you don't recognize in the corner in a cage, unconscious and seemingly unaware of your presence.
But no one else has seen this person, right?
Only you have seen him.
I've seen him. Then I'm going to have a go over there, get big.
Okay. So,
what do I see?
So you see a. Let me just check. I think I've got it in here. You see a human, clearly elderly and malnourished. He's thin, beyond what you would expect of somebody of his age. He is. You can kind of just about see his ribs starting to show through from the malnutrition. And he's wearing a very simple kind of cloth top and very simple cloth, like shorts / 3/4 lengths.
Okay. I'm gonna say out. Guys, there's someone here, and I'll move the barrels out of the way.
Okay.
And
You move them aside. Let me just see if I have a token that I can enter for him. Come on.
I whispered.
You whispered me.
Because you were wise.
Okay, cool. Let me just see if I can grab a quick token to put in the corner for this guy. Assets, tokens, dudes, male dudes. I'm just going to use this. Apologies, stream. You will now see the uploading bar. Livia, you would have your own processes. They would relate to wrapping the figure in white reams of material.
Yeah.
And it's not a case of kind of mummifying them. It's just a case.
No,
of like,
that's not what I meant. Yeah, I meant. Yeah, you've got what kind of thing I meant.
The intention is for them to be with Arella, and that is achieved through wrapping them in white materials. The more expensive, it is believed by nobles and the like that like silks and that kind of material would be of more use in that kind of ritual than simple cloth.
Yeah.
But in a situation where cloth is all you have
Something's
available to
better
you,
than
it serves better than nothing. It's not an
Okay.
ornate sort of ritual.
I'm
but
just going to look
could
at
be.
Nemea after I've finished my prayer or whatever and just say stay with him, and then I'm going to go upstairs to the bedrooms and see the best kind of thing I can find.
Okay. So,
Should be
Vice, you've called out to the group about this guy in the corner. I'm going to mark him with a colour because he doesn't seem to be showing up. There we go. And you have this man barely clothed in the corner. It seems like everyone else is preoccupied with Lael.
Yeah,
Olivia
I
heads upstairs.
completely ignore him, and I cast prestidigitation on to clean like the blood off Lael's face.
Okay.
And to like start trying to clean him with
Good idea.
prestidigitation.
As you clean the wounds, he has 3 large gashes that just go across his face. One eye kind of closed, the other one you close yourself. He's not like disfigured, but he's not looking good. Obviously he's dead regardless, but what do you guys want to do? You doing anything with this guy, Vice?
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Well, I tried to move the barrels out of the way, right?
Yeah. So you successfully move the barrels out of the way. You're able to reach the cage, and you see that there is a lock on the cage door.
Okay.
Like a padlock.
Okay. Can I break it?
You can try. How are you trying to break it? Just with your hands, with your weapon?
Yeah, if I can, you hit it with my weapon.
Okay, roll to hit. With advantage.
This is breaking.
Roll damage. Okay. You slam at the lock with the blade, and it kind of cuts into a part of the chain and snaps downwards a little bit, but not enough. Angrily, you turn the blade and hit it with the hilt at the bottom, and it damages the bottom of the sword slightly, not enough to cause any statistic-based effect, but there's just sort of like a scratch and a blunted section on the bottom of your sword, but you do manage to slam the lock open.
Okay, sweet. I want to open it and speak to the guy. And
the door swings open.
Knockout, isn't he?
And you.
He's knockout.
The door
Is he
swings
knockout?
open, and you
The
have
guy
this guy in front
sorry,
of you.
was
He is
the guy?
unconscious. Yeah, he's not speaking. You call out to him, and he doesn't seem to respond.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna leave him for a minute. Then I'm gonna check out Liao. Then.
Okay. Livia,
Yeah.
as you head upstairs, you find cloth on the bed sheets. There's a kind of a thing there that this is the bed sheets of Malika and Agari are the people that kind of lent themselves to killing him. So you're uncertain as to whether or not you'd want to use this material. But
Is there not a spare room?
no, there are 2 rooms, Agaria's and Malika's. You have cloth about your person. I don't know if you have it in your inventory, but if you wanted to cut your own garments, you wear a tabard.
Yeah, I was thinking of using my tabard, but I didn't know if it'd be enough.
It's quite large. It goes, it has a hole for your head, but other than that, it covers the front of your armor and the back. It like flows down in a singular line, comes to a squared off bottom that hangs kind of just above knee height.
Well, I'll while I'm up here, I'll like take my armor off so that I can take it. And
You don't have to take your armor off.
whatever.
It's on top of your armor.
Okay, well I'll just take it off and then go back down.
Okay. So you head back down. You have your tabard in hand. It's gold embroidered and has the golden stitching bordering the white tabard, and it also has the kind of embellishment of gold swirling almost floral pattern on it. It's well recognized to be a tabard of Arella, worn only by clerics that follow Arella, temple people that follow Arella.
It was my second plan. Okay, I'll go back down.
Okay. So what do? You just lay this over him, or do you sort of maneuver him and put it on him? It's up to you. Do you want to cut it up and wrap it round him in various fashion?
I don't really want to cut it up. I feel like that's sort of not disfiguring, but like, yeah, that's kind of, I don't know what the word is. Brain's not really
So what do you do? Put it on him or wrap it round him?
I want to cut because it's quite long, so I want to take off a piece from the bottom.
Okay.
Maybe off the back.
Okay.
So the back will only come down like halfway down the back, and take that piece and use that to
rather than just above your,
yeah, but just on the back piece, not the front piece, and then use that to wrap his face.
Okay.
Not in like a morbid way, but in like he's disfigured, and close his eyes and wrap it in that piece of cloth. And then obviously have the rest of it covering his front with the symbol of Arella.
Okay, so you kind of lay it over the top of him, and you tie some bits round so that it's affixed. It won't fall loose, but for all intents and purposes, it's basically laying gently on top of him, covering the wounds. And over time, it slowly bleeds through to a kind of red starting to show on the top. But this is nice material. It's expensive, and you've had this your entire life since being given it at the temple. In Stalvin.
No, I know.
So it's good material, definitely. Better than a lot of people would get if they were going to be offered to Arella through this kind of ritual.
And then I'm going to take out some... Oh my god. I don't know what herbs I've got that's, like, smell nice. Like, it's not just about smell, but, like, I don't want to, like, obviously put something that's crappy and sticky and gross.
Uh-huh.
I've got mint.
Have you got what? Would you say wild sage root is just like a normal herb?
Yeah, it's standard enough.
Could I use I've got 3 wild sage root, so I'd like to like in between the folds, like it's not to be seen. It's just like to as you sort of wrapping, you would put it in there.
Okay.
As sort of like a healing symbol, I guess, like they used to heal, but
you kind of adorn it with these herbs and small sprigs of plants that are predominantly known for their healing properties. Vice, are you doing anything?
I don't know, man. I'm just looking. I'm just watching. I don't even know what to say.
I'm gonna take out my tinderbox and light 3 candles and give one to Vice and one to Nemea, and then I'm gonna light a block of incense. These are all in my inventory. I'm not making things up.
As you turn to Nemea, she's headed back to the kitchen. But you light the incense and you pass it to Vice, and you put Nemea's one on the ground where she was
Well, I
a
put
moment ago.
the incense on the ground. I'll give them a candle each.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you give the candle to Vice, and you put the one for Nemea on the ground. Nemea, are you heading back down, having done what you were looking for?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nemea comes back down. Are you dispersing what you were looking for whilst you were up there?
Yep.
Okay, so you come back down having done so, and there's a candle on the ground in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do anything else?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a no or a yes?
Yep.
You want to do the thing you messaged me about?
Yep.
Probably not whilst you're still in the building, though.
No, I'm
Okay.
gonna tell them you need to leave.
Okay.
Well, what do you mean?
Why?
I can't stand being in this place. We need to leave.
Okay.
I'd like to finish what I'm doing as a sign of respect and tradition that I feel he deserved. Can it wait 5 minutes?
You haven't started, you've just dispersed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna take my candle and go wait upstairs.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just
Vice.
gonna kneel down on the floor in front of him, and I'm just gonna start I guess it's not really singing hymns, but like similar.
Okay.
And
There's like
like-
a melodic, relaxed humming, almost like a chant without words, and it's calming. And in the darkness of this kind of pit, it's relaxed. This guy still sits unconscious in the corner. Vice, can you roll perception for me, please? Because you're the only one not occupied currently.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good enough. You see over from Lael, where you guys have kind of shoved up Agaria against the barrels. Behind her is a short sword that looks quite ornate in nature. It's quite well fashioned. And next to that, on her person, amidst her kind of robes that have fallen open as her body lays there appears to be some sort of scroll.
Okay. I want to pick them up.
Okay. It's a +1 short sword, and the scroll is a spell scroll, but you would need to open it to find out what it does. +1 weapon means that however you use a short sword, you would have an additional +1 to hit and an additional +1 to the damage.
Okay. Cool.
It was
So
intended for Lael.
it was intended for layout.
I mean, it was when I added it to the game.
Shit.
was
Oh
my
no!
one shot.
I'm gonna hold it up and look at it and be like, layout.
You cut off afterwards. Lael what?
I said, layout with a like this sword. I'm gonna hold it up. Look at it. Who's making that noise?
Livia.
no, it's not.
Oh, is it not? I thought it was Sevi. Sorry, Nemea.
No, well, I think it's Nemea making weird noises.
So Nemea's left the room angrily. What are you doing, Livia? Having finished your like chanting or humming?
Leo Bela'Dun deceased.
I think I would just take another couple of minutes. Like for me, this whole time and the thing I'm doing is about trying to make sure he passes on in peace.
Yeah.
And is with Arella. And given the sort of horrific nature of how he got killed and the place that we are, to me, it's just really important that I've spent the time trying to make sure that that's definitely what I've tried to achieve, and I feel like I've done a good job. And then I guess I'll sort of turn to Vice and be like, we need to find someone to help us get him. We can't leave him here. And talk to the mayor.
Sorry, are we talking about Leo? Sorry.
Yeah, we. I don't know about the dude. I haven't noticed him.
Oh, okay. Right.
So yeah, I'm saying we can't leave Lael's body just
Yeah.
rotting in the
No,
basement.
no,
He
of
was
course.
upstairs when you said that he was here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to. And yeah, I feel. I need to pay my respects to Layout, no matter, even regardless of how I thought about the guy, and that he was.
He didn't deserve this.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, no matter how much we had, had disagreements. I never got to say, apologize. And the worst thing about it is I was thinking about doing it after we finished this up. And yeah.
Well, hopefully
He's gone now.
at peace and he'll know that wherever he is.
Okay, well, just to let you know, I'll give you a hand bringing the body up, going outside. But there's a guy over there, and I want to point
What?
over there.
There's a
in the
guy?
corner. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think that might be the husband that we're missing, because some old guy that looks
You're
like he hasn't
kidding.
eaten. He's unconscious. I don't know if he's alive or anything. I don't.
That would make sense. It was really odd the way that she was saying that her husband just up and disappeared. No one
Yeah.
knew where he was.
Yeah, and there's yeah. So I don't want to leave him here as well. If there's a chance that he's alive, yeah, don't want to take him out as well.
So I feel like it's fairly safe to assume that me and Vice aren't going to be able to carry bodies,
You
or
could drag
can we?
bodies over time.
Well, I don't.
But if we had more people, we'd be able to carry them more respectfully rather than just dragging them up the stairs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Between the
So-
two of you, you could carry one body out happily enough. You could come back.
Yeah. Well,
Should we take Lael?
let's
Upstairs?
take Leo first together.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so as the two of you carry Lael, one of you kind of arms under his arms and the other one getting the feet a little bit, you're able to kind of do it as respectfully as possible. As you go up the basement stairs to the kitchen, you immediately catch this smell of oil. And you see Nemea standing there with a angry look on her face, tears streaming from her eyes, holding the candle. And it looks as though one hand is trying to push the candle towards the various things she's covered in oil, and the other hand is kind of holding it back. And it's just a struggle as she holds this flame in her hands, waiting to set the place ablaze. The only
my
thing stopping
days.
her is you two still being here.
Gosh.
Nemea,
What? What do you
there's
want?
a unconscious man downstairs who we need to get out of the building.
I don't care. I don't know who he is. I don't care.
You know he's the mayor. We need to
People already
save
think-
him.
People already think he's dead. I don't care.
Yeah, but
I care.
we care.
This place killed Lael. I don't care about any of it.
Okay, but we
Okay,
need to save the mayor. You're not thinking rationally.
You can burn the place down with the two witches downstairs, but let's get Leo out respectfully and have a proper burial for him.
You don't want him burning in this place with those
Yeah.
down there. That's not what he deserves, and you know it.
I don't know.
Can you wait outside for 10 minutes while we bring the bodies out?
Take Lael outside and I'll decide.
No, you're not killing an
Why-
innocent man because you're being irrational.
You're still gonna get a chance to burn the place. If that's what you want to do, Mayor, that's totally fine. But you're not gonna do it with an innocent man downstairs that's been kept captive. Totally fine, totally understandable, and I understand your frustration, your rage. I want to try and persuade
Nemea.
this one. Yeah, I want to try. I need to use some of these skills.
Roll
Yeah.
persuasion. And the mayor roll intimidation.
Oh.
Damn. 16.
Waiting on the mayor as well.
14.
Okay.
He wins.
So angrily, Nemea, you're starting to see the points they're making. You don't necessarily want to be somebody that has killed the innocent guy down there. You don't really care about him, but there's a part of you that doesn't want to do that, despite the anger of wanting to burn the place down.
Yeah.
Go wait outside until we're done.
I just silently walk outside.
Okay.
They've beaten me.
So the two
I'm
of
gonna
you
look at Vice like.
Like,
Like what?
The two of you spend
I
about
sometimes
10
need
minutes.
to use my chaotic alignment. Sometimes. Remember
you know what? And respectfully, I can understand. I can understand.
Respectfully, I cannot get outside. You like
No, I
it.
can understand the frustration and the willingness. With the
Let's
anger.
continue, and we will discuss this later.
So the two of you
Okay,
take
alright.
Lael out and lay him down relatively close to Nemea out the front. You head back inside and you get the guy from the cage and you begin to bring him out. As you lift him and carry him out, he starts to sort of rouse a little bit and unable to fully see what the hell is going on. He's just looking at the two of you like, what? Where am I? And you take him out.
Can
the
you
front.
walk?
I think, am I not? And he...
No, don't worry about it. Let's just keep moving. Vice, grab him some water and food from the kitchen, an apple or something. Vice!
You bring him through. There isn't any food immediately available from what Vice sees. He's too busy. And you bring him out the front. Nemea, with the two of them out the front, what do you do?
I walk to the kitchen door and I throw the candle.
Okay. Quickly, the kitchen catches fire. There's clearly deep-seated grease and whatnot, just almost built into the walls after such an amount of use. This was like the central meeting point for years before these people even came along, let alone since them coming.
Blow it up.
And it immediately catches flame, fire rises and licks up the walls. You step away from the doorway and it's getting hot already. You look around the main hall and you just see so many flammable objects. It's likely this entire place will go up. Big sections of the walls are made of wood. This isn't a predominantly brick or stone building. And as you kind of look back at the kitchen once more, you see it bits kind of burning away and falling to the side. Things are melting, the carpet catches flame, and you just head back out the front.
Are we further enough away? We've I assume we've gone far enough away.
Yeah, you're
that
like
we're
20,
not,
30 feet away. It's hot, but you're not going to burn.
I'm going to sit down and look at Vice and be like, well, that'll attract a crowd. We might as well wait.
Yeah.
Because we're going searching for people, they're going to come towards the giant fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
So about 10 or
I'm going to sit down and I'm going to look at him and be like, got anything? Like an apple or something. Like I am hooked. Like I am fucked. Well, I'm gonna collapse on the floor.
I'll be honest with you.
Give me a carrot for God's sake. I'll eat anything.
Oh yeah, I've got a carrot.
Oh, there we go. Right.
I reach into my bag and toss one over to her.
20 or so minutes pass, and there begins to become a bit of a gathering around the outskirts of the entryway that leads to the town hall. You recognize...
Oh, could I also have been feeding water and...
Yeah, no worries.
And ration pieces to the mayor to try and get him to wake up a little.
That's cool. So you realise as everyone gathers that Vice, the person... Well, no, it was Lael, to be fair. All the three of you realise that the person that once greeted you into this village is not amidst the people that have begun to gather. And everyone that, after like a further kind of 10, 20 minutes, it gets to about 10 a.m. at this point, you can see everyone of this village gathering to watch this blaze. Windows crash out and the fire spreads. The whole place seems to be going up in fire at this point. The mayor that you've saved, after receiving the water, kind of just about manages to sit up and looks at you, Livia, and is like, "I'm terribly sorry. My name is Pascal.
Are you the mayor?
I was a terrible...
I think you've got some explaining to do.
I've been down there for so long. I don't quite know what's come of my little village." And he looks around and sees all the people. You see Tessa from the merchants building, and the people that you met. I don't think you got their names, but the farmer women that you met on the farms. The blacksmith has slowly come by. Jem, who runs the inn, has slowly come by, and the tailor at Shapes of Silver that I think only Nemea met has come by. I don't think you got his name either. But there's a small gathering as they look on. And as they don't see sort of anything happen outside of you guys looking at the fire and being with Pascal, there starts to become murmurs, and somebody shouts out, "What's happened? Where are the old ones?"
The old witches that claimed that they married the mayor and that he abandoned you?
They're gone?
Turns out they were
Mate.
evil magical beings that decided to slaughter our friends, so we slaughtered them.
Thank you so much. We knew their evils, but we didn't dare to speak out.
Didn't want to
and they-
tell us or give anyone a kind of heads up. Yeah, we
then-
got that.
One of the farmer women that you spoke to was a tiefling. She comes over to you and she says, "My cousin, he spoke to you, I think. He's been gone for at least a day. Was he in there? Did you see him?"
What? Cousin?
Did I?
Did we?
You were
No.
met by a tiefling man that you've not seen since Vice roughly caught him speaking to Lael. The following
Oh,
day,
you
you
mean
went
that
to the
dude.
farms, and somebody mentioned their cousin going missing, that they hadn't seen them for the day. There were 3 farms, and only 2 of them were manned by 2 women. They made note of the fact that the 3rd was not currently manned, and that it was odd that that person had not come to the farm. And this particular lady mentioned that that person was their cousin. She looks at you and says, I saw him approaching one of your group, but I've not seen him since. Did you find him inside?"
I'm afraid we didn't see him, and we haven't seen him since that moment.
She begins to cry and just kind of looks about herself and kind of looks back at you all and just says, "You see why. You see why we were all too afraid." And she just cries more and turns and runs, with the fire burning in the background as this building begins to sort of cave in on itself a little bit on the top floor.
I'm gonna sort of mumble under my breath, like, I can see why. That doesn't mean it didn't cost us our friend.
"I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happened here. They came
I think these
one
people
day
are
and..."
to us.
Pascal looks around at the villagers surrounding, and he's kind of addressing you 3 specifically, and is just like, "They came one day and promised companionship and riches, and they spoke of things beyond our village that I should investigate. I simply went to bed one day and woke up in a cage the next. I've not seen the good people of this village for quite some time. I'm so sorry. I've failed as mayor here." And as you look around at him and the villagers behind you, there's kind of murmurs amongst them that, like, he's no good and that they won't have him. He's failed too much now. There's no way that they would ever put him back in power. People begin to talk about how the village will be run in his stead, in the void of the women that were running the place previously, albeit through fear. It ran nonetheless.
I don't know what you'll do going forward, but this isn't something for us. Do you have somewhere we could bury our friend?
There are grounds near the town hall and beyond Downwarden. If you head south slightly, an hour or so, you'll find.
And then I'm
plots
going to
there.
raise our voice and be like, does anyone here have a cart that we could borrow for an hour?
Jem
Seeing as we
steps
ribbed
forward.
you of your problem.
The
Yeah.
half elf that you guys were staying in the inn of, he steps forward and says, "You are more than welcome to take my cart. It is next to the common inn. It is yours. Do not bring it back. Do not worry." He takes your hand, Livia, getting close enough, seeing that you seem to be the one that Pascal's responding to the most, and just says, "I thank you for what you have done here. We all lived in such fear that we dare not speak out, and I am sorry that this cowardice on our part has led to the death of your friend." And he looks down at the body of Lael.
I'm going to like half wipe a tear from my eye, cast guidance on him as he holds my hand, and look at Vice and just say, "Wait here," and I'm going to go get the cart.
Okay.
Okay.
He provides you with a horse to pull it, and slowly you.
I'll bring it back, and then I guess we both load on Lael and we head off towards where the grounds are. Where's Nemea? Did she run off?
No, she was with you. She burnt the place
Oh,
down and
okay.
came out.
I'm standing in front of the, burning place, closer than you guys are, just staring at it. Not
You guys
saying
are
After
about
we've-
30 feet away. She's about 15 feet away.
After we've loaded Lael on
entrance.
and we're ready to go, I'm just going to go over and like touch her arm and say, "We're going to go put him to rest now. You should come." And then I'm going to sort of carry on walking with the cart,
Okay.
assuming that she follows.
Yeah, I'll follow her.
Okay. Tessa comes up to you, Vice, the woman who ran the merchants, and she says, "Thank you so much. I was able to procure a few more packs from the farms throughout the evening, and I know you have a long journey ahead of you, and it seems as though it may be more perilous now. Please, take this with you." And she passes you a large bag that contains 30 days worth of rations.
Okay. Thank you. We really appreciate that.
I'm so sorry. Thank you.
And I just watch her as she walks away, and I'm going to leave.
Slowly, as the three of you get on the cart and one of you mounts the horse, this isn't a large cart, it doesn't have a seat. It's basically just a wheelbarrow that's bigger. As you get in it and mount the horse, one of you, the crowd disperses and you trot on through the small village and eventually leave out the southern exit. The crowd slowly disperses and you see that there's a kind of almost anger amidst the solemn expressions on their faces. They're glad that the town hall is burning down, but uncertain what the future holds and uncertain what to do with themselves without the oppressive rule of these creatures, though ultimately that's a good thing. You guys travel for about an hour and you find a small graveyard that you kind of looked over on your way to Downwarden. Vice, it's on this hour and 10 or so minutes journey that you look at the scroll. And you see it to be a scroll of teleportation.
Okay.
It's a high level spell, but it appears to be written in a way as though, whereas normally a spell would specifically describe the verbal components and then maybe a bit of information that describes the somatic parts and any materials required, this is almost like baby's first scroll. It's written for somebody that doesn't have the know-how to cast a spell of this level, almost as if it was being used to teach somebody.
Okay.
And you think if studied for a short period, you could maybe, or perhaps one amongst your group, given that you're all magically inclined, you could maybe attempt to cast this spell. Roll Arcana for me.
Arcana. Hang on, where's my roll 20?
Okay, so you're not sure you have the knowledge of how this would work. Fucking hell, this is longer than I was expecting. All you do know is that this is a much more complex spell than you have ever seen before. Usually when you've had spell scrolls, they've been like a paragraph. This fills the whole page.
Okay.
But you think that if you were to present it to the others, maybe collectively, you could maybe come about a way to cast this?
Okay. Well, I'm going to hold on to it for the time being. Discussion about it.
Okay. So you all head to the graveyard. As I say, it's about an hour away in total, with the extra time of leaving the village. And you get there with the body of Lael. What do you guys want to do?
Dig a grave.
We want to look for a nice place.
Okay.
A nice
Under
location.
a tree.
Under a tree, if possible. He liked trees.
You find a
Well, I was
nearby tree.
going more for the guise of he liked to be covered and hidden.
Yeah, no, it's true.
You find
It's
a
true.
nice spot where the shade of the tree, as you get closer to the middle of the day, covers this specific location. And there's an element of elegance in the fact that he would be buried in the shade, where he spent most of his time. You spend some time digging. I don't know if any of you have shovels.
No, but I assume it's a graveyard. We can probably find some laying around. Don't make our lives really difficult.
No, I'm cool with that. So you managed to find one shovel and through a sort of dirty, haphazard approach at this, you dig the grave deep enough to lay the body.
I feel like we'd lay the body, and I'd have done some more incense on the side, and then I'll just say to those two that for followers of Rella, it's customary to leave something with the one passing on for them to take on. Whether you want to do that, that's up to you. And I'm going to take off my Arella pendant, and I'm going to take the pendant off the necklace chain, and then I'm going to put the pendant in my pocket and then put the chain around him.
Okay, cool. So you do so. You put the chain around over his head, around his neck. It's quite exquisite silver. It's very well made. And you lay it around him. Vice, are you doing anything?
Has he got all his equipment on him still?
He does, yes.
Okay. Who's got
his weapons are missing. You didn't search for them amidst the basement, the cellar, but he has all of his other equipment. He just doesn't have his weapons.
My fucking black dagger.
The penis dagger is gone.
His penis dagger.
I destroyed it with the fire, so you're welcome.
Are you adding anything to Mayo whilst Vice looks through his sheet?
Yeah, I wanted to say that I've been walking around collecting flowers, and I've fashioned them into a small bouquet.
Yeah, easily enough.
As I walk around, and clasp them together with the hairpin from my hair.
Okay.
And I lay that down.
Okay, and do so. Vice.
I mean, it's not quite a black dagger. Take out my dagger and I'll pop it on his grave and say, yeah.
Pop it on.
Yeah, just pop it on his chest.
Okay.
And not in his chest. Not in his chest. You know, like lie it across his chest and say, like, you know, something to protect you on the way through to the other side. I guess you're always good. You're always gonna need a weapon, no matter what, Leo. And then that's it.
Okay.
And then
I guess we finish burying him. I'll say a few words, ceremonial words, and a prayer. Yeah.
You guys do
That'll
so.
be it.
It takes a couple hours to dig, place, cover up,
Yeah.
carry out this ritual, but you all do so. There's a feeling of though you have definitely honoured Lael in doing so. He had various other things about him. You guys left them to him, and the weapons that he had lost in that cellar slowly, because they're not magical in nature, melt down. The hilts burn off, and the metal melts in the heat as the building falls apart. All that's left to do is to basically head on. I don't know if you want to return the cart or simply point in the direction and smack the horse. It's up to you.
Well, he said he could keep it, didn't he? It's ours.
He told you could keep the cart. Yeah, you have your own cart and horse. I don't
And
think
one
he was.
horse.
I don't think he was.
Is this cart
intending...
better than the cart we have?
No, it's smaller. He wasn't intending for you to keep the horse, but he was saying you could have the cart.
I don't want a fucking horse. Got my own.
So what do you? Does somebody ride it back or?
Yeah, we'll
Can
take
we
it
attach the
back.
cart
Fine,
to our
okay.
other cart?
Do you
Or,
guys want to stay here and
You
continue
could,
paying
the
us
mayor, if you
while
wanted
I ride
to.
it back?
We
Oh,
might as well all head back and then head out, I guess. We got enough rations.
Mhm.
sorry.
I don't feel like Lael would want us to stick around. This place didn't mean anything to him or us. I feel like we've given him the respect he deserves.
That's it.
I feel like he would want
Yeah.
us to move on. And maybe we can.
You wouldn't want us to dwell.
Yeah. What's the name of this Downwarden, wasn't it?
Downwarden is
Downwarden.
this village, yeah.
Okay. Alright, okay.
Burned it down, Warden.
Yeah. And Leia went Downwarden.
Yeah.
Burn! Burn!
So, for the sake of expediency, you guys return the cart. Jem meets you at the gates, takes it, and thanks you once more, and you leave. Vice, roll Arcana for me.
Man, my Arcana is she. Alright, okay.
Okay.
There you go.
So, two things. Firstly, you guys know, let's put you on the actual map. Even with roughly 110 rations collectively, you're 3 days back to the main road, and then, well, it's about 2 months. What is that, 60 plus? She gave you 60, and you had about 50, is that right? How many did you have left, Olivia?
Oh, I've
How many
got.
ration packs did you
well,
have left? It wasn't many. was it?
I myself have 63,
Okay, and
and then we just got
Vice,
given what 20.
How much did I say she
Yes.
gave you, Vice?
60.
60, I thought so. So 120 is 30 each. You don't have enough ration packs to reach Stalvin. But you are aware that the nature of a teleportation spell would get you there instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but it's illegal to teleport.
Yes, but that's only if you get seen.
Okay, but we don't know where we're going to pop out. Anyway, I haven't even discussed this.
I know the outskirts of Stalvin really well. I'm sure I can think of a place that's well covered but close.
Right, okay.
I'll do it.
During the journey, we're on the journey, right, at this point, right?
You're on your way to the main road.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna stop everyone then about this scroll.
Okay.
So hey guys, can we just stop for a second? So back, I know it's been a little while now since Downwarden, but back in Downwarden, I found this scroll. I wanna hold it out in front of them, I believe it's a teleportation spell. I'm not sure, but you know, I'd like one of you guys to kind of get it, and then I just look at both of them and wait for whoever's going to take it.
I know magic. I'll take it. I'll do
Okay.
it.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna pass it
Don't
over.
care about being arrested. I don't care right now.
All right. I know that obviously Stalvin's still quite away, but we're not going to make it if we carry on the way that we are. or he's gonna have a much harder time.
Nemea, roll Arcana
Well-
for me.
We can certainly
Or
give it a go. Maybe.
because
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
There's a high level scroll, so 8.
So nah. Just nah.
all right.
Try.
Come on, the mayor. Give it another go.
Okay,
I know.
so Nemea, you
Got the ability.
Oh shit.
you understand the nature of the spell in that it's clearly like a dispersion, a teleportation spell, but it seems to be over incredibly long distances based on the knowledge of an area. But it's way beyond your comprehension. You don't think you could cast anything remotely close to this. You think that you would need somebody that is more familiar with a wide breadth of magics rather than a specialized small pool of magics. For example, a wizard or somebody that has a larger breadth of magic. A druid, a cleric, a bard. Probably not a sorcerer or a warlock.
Yeah.
Actually, possibly a sorcerer, bear with me. Yeah, no, a sorcerer would do
Well,
it.
definitely a sorcerer. Yeah.
Okay.
Was a cleric on that list?
It matches somebody that. Well, you can roll Arcana as well. If Nemea, who do you want to give it to? Having read it.
I'll say to Livia, and I'll say this scroll. I don't know its magics well enough. Maybe you have better luck with this. Maybe with us together we could manage to cast this spell, and I'll hand the scroll to her.
Okay, Livia, roll Arcana.
Shit. I genuinely, it's really bad considering I'm a caster.
Not everyone's
I am-
a int-based caster.
Mhm.
That's good. Bear with me.
Together, could we cast it?
No. So, Livia,
I'm thinking about it.
Livia,
No,
as you read the spell,
Denied.
you understand it in more detail. It fully makes sense to you, but it's pure kind of natural ability or studious in nature. This is not the kind of spell that you could perform due to the grace of your god, and it is, as a result, kind of beyond your abilities or adjacent to your abilities. You do, however, think that somebody with natural ability, like a bard or a sorcerer, or studious ability like a wizard, could probably handle it if given a decent amount of explanation. If your intention was to head to Stalvin, from what you're reading on this scroll, you would really need to describe Stalvin to that person for them to have any hope in hell. And given the level of such a complex spell, that person would need to be either incredibly well versed or there would be an element of danger. You don't know the extremity of the danger. It would probably be variable based on the description given and the ability of that person. I was going to say something else, but I've forgotten it, so that'll do.
I think we'll have to wait and find someone who is more adept with the magic arts to attempt this spell without fear of it.
Nobody's
being-
attempted it, and if you were to attempt it and you had the ability to do so, which you suspect of the people around you, only one of you is given. It has abilities through natural skill rather than provided abilities through some sort of bargain or belief system.
What? Only one of us has got natural skill, but would it be Arcana to cast it? Assuming.
Arcana wouldn't be to cast it. Arcana would be to potentially see how well you could cast it. So you could
Okay.
certainly try and cast the spell. You know you're not going to make it on rations alone.
Okay.
It's not
Well-
going to be a 2-month journey because you don't have the rations to get there. You're going to have to spend
All
time
right.
digging out food and all the rest of it, hunting and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Look. Who's got the scroll?
You do. Well, Livia's holding it.
Oh, was it given? Okay.
I'll give it to Vice.
Give it to me. Let me.
You understand it, Vice. You understand the
Okay.
ins and outs of this
Let me try and
in its base form.
do something about this. Can
Okay.
I try and cast it or do something?
Yeah, roll me Arcana. Okay, not
Just
a
be
bad
bringing
roll.
the fucking horse in the cart. I'll be pissed otherwise.
So, you guys are on your own horse and cart at this point because you gave back the old one. Presumably, you are attempting to cast it to head to Stalvin.
Yeah.
Yep. And presumably, Livia, you've spent time explaining Stalvin and its various
Yeah.
location and description to Vice.
Yeah. I feel like I wouldn't be describing Stalvin. I feel like I would know. I'm hoping that I would know somewhere that's like half an hour outside of Stalvin that is much more quiet that we could teleport into without less fear of being seen. I feel like teleporting into the middle of like the hugest city ever is like a really discreet way.
Okay, bear with me. Not really sure how this works. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I understand it now. Okay. Speak amongst yourselves.
Um.
I'm gonna fall asleep in a second.
What's that? You ready to fall asleep?
We're
I'm
about
fucking
to we're
knackered.
about to end. It's been a long session for a reason. Okay. So, you are going off the description of this place, and that's all you have. So, based on the D100 that I've just rolled, or the 2D10s that makes a D100, there's loads of description about the spell, but not what it actually looks like. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. It literally doesn't describe it in any fashion in terms of a visual. So, Vice, you step off the cart and you slow the cart to a halt to have this conversation. You're still within the range of the group as you do this, and as the scroll is passed around, you guys decide that with the rations you have and the supplies you have and the fact that you're down a member now, you're not once the force to be reckoned with that you previously were, that casting this spell is probably the safest way to get there, despite the dangers involved. You rolled well on your Arcana roll, so the potential downside of doing this is not going to be as extreme as it perhaps would have been.
Did I say I casted guidance? Because I feel like I would.
That's fine.
But...
It's not going to change this. With the description that Livia gives you of the woods surrounding the southeastern point of Stalvin, you hope that you can teleport the group using this scroll to somewhere nearby, including your horse, Adana, and your cart, and all your various goods. From what you understand of reading the scroll, you're able to teleport up to 8 willing creatures of your choice. I'll say the cart probably takes up 1 to 2 additional people, but there's only 4 of you with Adana. So, you cast the spell. It's entirely verbal, and as you start speaking the enchantment, you kind of
I'll die.
fumble slightly and have to read it in more detail. You look over the areas that seem to have notes on how to cast this if you're not of the proficiency. You've lucked out in that this scroll was clearly being used to teach the spell. If this was simply a teleport spell scroll, it would be beyond your comprehension, but the notes are helping a lot. As you speak the incantation, a slow cyclical symbol begins to form on the ground, wide and encompassing the entire area of the 3 of you, the horse and your cart, and it begins to kind of flow between blues and purples, and you continue the enchantment. It takes a while. It's a complicated spell, which means the same thing. I don't know why I said both things. You start to sweat, and there's a light that glows from the symbol that's forming and twisting and connecting beneath you, below your feet. It goes behind you, and you can see it unfold in front of you as it reaches past the cart. Your hands begin to shake, and you feel yourself tighten up, as though the magics that you're having to pass through yourself are beyond your ability. in a moment, the whole thing glows white, and all you guys can see is a bright, purpley white light with blues on the edge, set on the back of the forest surrounding you as you try and head your way back to the main road. Everything is sucked into the symbol on the ground, and it goes inert, leaving a kind of blackened, ashen style symbol on the floor that begins to fade into nothing, and you dissipate and reappear about an hour or two away from Stalvin,
What? Yes.
here on the map, if you see where I've put
Hell
the
yes.
basically there. Probably less than an hour or two. You're maybe like an hour away. Adana kicks up angrily and begins neighing. You're surrounded by trees, but not so much that you can't see through them. I need the three of you to roll perception, please. And I don't think I've set this up, but I will quickly.
16.
19.
Bear with
13.
me. 13. Okay, so Vice and the mayor, you look around. You okay?
Oh, caught my elbow.
We're almost done. So Vice and the mayor, you look around and you realise that there's nobody surrounding you. You've done a good job. Fortunately, you happen to have teleported into a place that nobody was, based on my roll. And as you look around for people, you can see just beyond some of the larger sections of the trees some sort of structure in the distance. You head away from the cart slightly. You call over to Livia to join you. And as you move out to the edge of the main road, you can see a huge looming city in the distance. I don't know if this is going to be big enough. Bear with me just one sec. Hey everyone, welcome to your Roll20 tutorial. That'll do. Bugger. I probably should have set this up earlier. And kill
I
grid.
can see Lael's token on the right side of the map.
Oh.
So in the distance,
Uh-huh.
a huge wall of white surrounds this large city. You see the tops of buildings peering
I
over
know
the
that-
walls.
no.
And you do know this
You
image.
know what?
You know Stalvin very well. As Livia sort of has a smile across her face and
I'm
exclaims,
home!
you all look upon Stalvin, the Silver City, and you realise
Oh.
in the time it took you to teleport, you are not a million miles away from the end of this day. It's about 3 p.m. and you are on the 30th of Thana 30, which you all know to be the last day of the year. And as of tomorrow, which it will probably be by the time you guys successfully reach Stalvin and the whatnot, you'll get there early this day, but it will move on quickly to the next day. It will be the first day of the month of Aurelus, named after the god of life, or the goddess of life, rather. And it will be New Year's Day, which in this world is known by the name Arel Lueva, which I'll put in the chat. All of you are familiar with Arel Lueva. It's the New Year festival in Bela'Dun. They don't call it New Year, they call it Arel Lueva, named after the New Year of the goddess of life. And it's celebrated by, not unlike the ritual that you did when you carried out the burial for Lael, people hang expensive white fabrics from buildings, and unlike the image, you can see flowing white expensive silks and fabrics hanging from the buildings all over in a very kind of ornate, elegant fashion. It's quite far away, but you can see this just a bit on the distance. But after, 23 sessions, months and months and months of travel, you guys have successfully reached Stalvin, albeit just the three of you. And that is where
We
we'll end
didn't
the session.
all make it.
Didn't.
Bye, stream. Hope you liked it. We'll be back on next Tuesday.
Bye, street.
Bye, y'all.
Later.
I'm home. I'm gonna go see my mom and dad.
Oh, nice.
Catch y'all later.